one Charlemagne, I can do it 2 times or as many times as I have. Yeah, I can do it 2 times so long as I have something back here to dump, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So now that resolves, I'm gonna use Charles's copied effect to pop Fireflint Lady. Kind of just doing nothing right now.
I see.
And I don't want her to be free to an attack or something.
You're
And
literally
then-
right now on Charlemagne, right?
Okay, and then let's see. What's the deal here? So right now, Noble Arms Museum is giving my warrior monsters 500 attack, and Emperor Charles was equipped by Roland as if it were an equip spell saying gain 500 attack. So he's sitting at 4,000 right now.
Okay. And that's a link monster too.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. Victor, your microphone. It's fucking up.
What is it doing?
It's
Scratching.
staticking. Yeah, it's staticking.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Still doing it?
No, not anymore
Not
now.
now.
Okay. I think this is gonna have to be okay. So I'm gonna at the end of the turn, I'm gonna use Emperor Charles' second copied effect. He gets to equip an equip spell from my graveyard. And he gets to And he gets to equip an Infernoble from my deck onto himself as an equip spell that has gains at 500 attack. So what's up?
That's a negate or a spell, a
yeah,
monster,
1%, yeah.
and destruction, right?
Yeah. Not just monster destruction. It has anything destruction. So I can pick my own cards too.
I see.
Yeah,
Oh,
Swarm me immediately if it happens again, okay, guys?
you got it.
no worries.
I'll equip Infernoble Knight Oliver. Infernoble Knight Oliver says, as long as it's equipped, the monster that's equipped can't be targeted.
I see. So now I can't even target him.
Yeah, you can't target him.
Okay.
And I think that's gonna have to be okay. Go ahead.
We gotta make these easy. Let's see. Do a whole lot.
I'm just glad I summoned Charlemagne.
See.
They really should have kept his name. I don't know why they didn't. It doesn't make any sense.
They changed
Oh.
it to what?
I'm shuffling my deck real quick. So like, what's it called? Oh, right, end phase. Mandatory effects. Angelica summons herself back.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. So what's it called? So everywhere else, even in the other languages, Emperor Charles the Great is called Charlemagne. But in English, he's called Emperor Charles the Great.
Huh.
Like on the TCG.
Well, you're staticking again.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you
static?
got the static again. Yeah.
Why is this happening?
I'm not sure.
Static moment.
I did draw, so I'm on draw. Standby.
Yep, that's good.
Okay, main phase.
Yeah. Oh, remember, just making sure for the one time. Okay. So Captain Roland in my graveyard can equip himself onto a warrior monster I control during the main phase. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start off by trying this. I'm gonna start off by playing Book of Eclipse.
Book of Eclipse. Okay.
Alright, we'll get that one for cool. I'm gonna start off. Oh god. I'm gonna start off with summoning Tabari.
Tabari, cool. We normal summon in this bitch.
And then I'll use Mitsu's effect to special summon it.
You got it.
Any response?
Let's see. On Chain Link 2, I think I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna use Captain Roland's effect to equip himself onto a warrior monster, choosing Charlemagne. Is that good?
That's fine.
Cool. So Mitsu gets special summoned, and then yeah. So on a new chain, I'm going to activate Charlemagne's effect to pop a card. I'll pop Mitsu.
Okay. Hold on.
Well, I mean, I don't have to choose, but I'm going to use his effect to pop a card on Chain Link 1.
Right. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. So you're popping Mitsu?
Okay, yeah, I choose to pop Mitsu.
Okay.
Right now, Charlemagne is sitting at 4,500.
Yeah. I'll put one card face down.
Yeah.
And I literally can't do shit.
Okay, cool. Let's see. So you'll end your turn?
Maybe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I'll use Charlemagne's effect to equip from the graveyard. End of the turn happens. Tell me the order, because I have to draw because of Book of Eclipse.
Almost true. 2, 3, and 1 again.
2, 3, 1. Cool. Flip face up. Draw. Cool. Okay. Draw again. Well, not again, but you get it. Cool. Anything in standby?
No.
Okay. Main phase. Let's see. Main phase.
I'll come back.
So, okay. I'm glad I held on to this guy. So, I'm going to use Immortal Phoenix Gearfried's effect to special summon himself by banishing one of my equip spells. Let me make sure if it's cost or not. Yeah, it's cost. So there goes Durandal. You have anything in response?
No, you're good for now.
Alright, cool. Summon him over here. Let's see. And then next up. Okay, cool. Next up, I'm going to... Let's see. Do I activate? Yeah, okay. I'm going to activate Infernoble Arms All Mace. I should have explained what it does before that, but I'm sorry. So Infernoble Arms All Mace is going to equip a new Infernoble Arms card to something I control, and then destroy itself.
Alright.
Okay, cool. And I choose Infernoble Arms Joyous on It Doesn't Matter, Charlemagne. And then on a new chain, I'll use Charlemagne's effect to pop. Do you have a response?
Is it pop face up or is it just pop?
Any card.
What are you targeting, or is it you can choose afterwards?
I choose a card.
Oh, it's actually like Reader where you can pick afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you say, oh, I'm gonna use the effect, but I don't have to tell you which ones. It depends on which ones you get rid of, yeah.
Then I won't do anything then.
Okay, you got it. So I'll pop the suspicious back row over there.
Boss. It was a book of Eclipse.
Book of Eclipse. Okay. So if this is... Let me choose. So right now it's 45, 35, and this cleans it up at 1200. Yeah, I think that's game.
That is game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping to get a chance to use Book of Eclipse to get Tabari back down.
Mm-hmm.
Spare myself a turn and roll what I have drawn.
Oh, yeah, because Charlemagne would
Anyway.
have negated it. Oh, my... You drew it? Oh, that was the next turn if you drew it. If you drew that earlier... If you drew that earlier, you could have killed the Roland so that I couldn't have popped on your field. Or I had to use a negate. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do get to choose to begin next turn though, and I will begin.
I will begin.
I am starting.
Yeah. Oh, Red Bro, so you know about the rules behind continuous spells?
As far as I know, they don't leave the field. And they only activate if they specify, right?
Right. So continuous spells and traps have a special thing. Their abilities or their effects can only be done as long as they're face up on the field, right?
Right.
So that means if you have like Ghost Ogre, right? That means effects like Durandal that get cards into my hand can't happen because it doesn't blow itself up for cost. It does it after it has the effect.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that works for field spells too.
I forgot I had a Ghost Ogre.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I hope he's not holding onto a Ghost Ogre or something.
No, I only have the one. I still can't believe that, like, I drew that thing, was like, oh, that's a cool card. And then, like, years later, I find out it's actually really fucking useful.
If you don't have all of them, we can get you some Ghost Ogres while we're here, because I think some people still have the All-Baz Strike structure decks, so you can get Effect Veiler and Ghost Ogre.
I actually have one of each. I don't really need too many Effect Veiler, so... Oh, there.
Yeah, we'll grab it while you're here. Alright. Oh, right. Got a side. Are we siding? We could side.
I'm not siding because I'm content to what I did with my deck already.
Oh yeah? Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the mad shuffles.
It's fucking that moment when Book of Moon is just not useful.
My deck is not equipped to deal with yours. I don't know how to deal with Infinite Nobles, but I will learn.
Oh yeah. Like, if I go, like you saw, I didn't explain Angelica because you were going to see all of the effects. But just like, don't be afraid. We're just playing. Just ask. I think I'll keep my deck as is as well. I think this is fine for now.
I think the think for a second. I don't want to listen to you.
Listen. If you leave it up to me, like you already know, I'm just gonna put on
Yeah, some music.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put on Master Duel because the Master Duel track is like really good. Okay.
I'm putting this on for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Where the fuck is it? And then I'm actually gonna get some serious.
All right. Let me know what the. Oh yeah, you got it cut ready too. I didn't even look.
There you go. I'll leave it with some asshole. Right. But seriously, What's a good song?
Um,
Oh, I know.
okay, so we're gonna do it all reverse. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your deck upside down.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good to me. And I'll put this in twice. Or did it just take it out? No, it took it out.
So oh yeah, you got the cut for me. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh no! I was focused on music. Because of course I was. You know what? You do the same.
Sure. Reverse. All right, let's get it. You will be going first.
Yes, I will.
All right. Good luck.
You too. Unfortunately, I drew a review though. But it is what it is.
It is what it is, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Just so. Okay. Let's start off. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna place 3 cards face down.
Okay.
Wahahaha. And I'm gonna summon a cheeky Baku.
Baku the Beast Warrior. Okay. Okay.
Actually, do I want to summon him like that? Yeah, sure. I've already made my choice. And yeah, I think that'll be my turn.
I see 3 face downs and a Baku. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. Draw.
Yosh.
Yosh. Okay. Alright, let's okay. I'm gonna activate Heritage of Chalice. I'm gonna add a noble knight monster or a noble arms equip spell. You got a solemn judgment over there, bro.
No, I don't, but I do have
You do.
Ninja's Dancing Leaves, which I will use immediately.
Okay, got it. Tribute to summon.
Yep.
Okay.
To summon one other ninja.
Okay.
7. Yes, you're just. Okay, so let's see. Who do I want to summon?
These fucking penis cards, man.
Yep, that's fine. Hold on. Okay. I'll special summon Kagura.
Okay, Kagero, Cannon Ninja. All right.
Kagura's effect. Actually, is it attack one?
It can be attack. I think it's attack or defense face up, right? It just can't put him face down. Or something. I don't know.
Doesn't specify, so I'm gonna put in defense mode. But
Okay,
also, Kagura activates, and I get to special summon my Baku.
on a new chain, so give me a second. Gotta get my stuff.
Yes. Sorry.
No worries. Sometimes I like playing the game too. I'm gonna add Infernoble Knight Ricardetto. This is your chance to ask me what the fuck this does.
Alright, what does it do?
So what it does is that I can banish it from my hand to summon a Fire Warrior monster from my hand as a tuner. And then besides that, on normal or special summon, I can special summon a let me make sure. For a level 4 or lower Fire Warrior from my graveyard.
Okay, sick.
This is one of those new cards that came out in Dune that I managed to actually roll on, so it's pretty sick. Okay.
Hell yeah. Alright.
New chain.
I will immediately do Kagura's effect and get Baku, which I believe gets put face down? Let me just check that.
Mm-hmm.
When you exercise this card, second 1-0 control. Why this card is in your card? Touches this card in possession. Wait, what?
If this card is special summon or 5th place up, you can target a ninja or ninjutsu art in your graveyard or face a spell and trap, return it to the hand. Okay. You probably don't want to do that right now, right?
No, I'm just using the effect to summon something.
Mm-hmm.
This should be good. In face down position. Okay, yes. That's it.
Nice.
So, yeah, I
Oh,
have
yeah.
2 ninjas.
Okay. Flip face up. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright. Next up. Let me see if you've seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
I will burn my dread. Okay. I'm gonna normal summon. Yeah, that's right. Normal summon. Neo Space Connector. I'm gonna activate his effect to special summon a Neo Spacian from my deck or graveyard.
Does that activate immediately, or does that activate when you activate the effect?
On normal summon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's not really a whole lot I can do there. Actually. Never mind. My brain is brewing, but there's nothing there. Carry on.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Are you serious? Are you at the top of the deck? Don't piss me off. Okay. I summon Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin in defense mode.
Hey, it's fish sticks.
So that's where fish sticks come from. I'm gonna get back in here, so I'm gonna hold off on cutting for a sec.
Alright.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. Okay. Sick. Neo Space Connector.
Mhm.
I'm going to... I think this is the play. I'm going to link 2.
Oh
warrior.
shit, we're linking!
We're linking! Link 2 warrior monsters to summon Isolde, 2 Tales of Noble Knights. I'll let you know where her link arrows are pointing to.
Cool, thank you.
You got it. Low key, that's what I like using my dice for nowadays.
It's actually a good idea.
Let me see. Okay, so on summon, 2 Tales of Noble Knights gets to add a warrior from my deck to my hand, but I can't activate their effects, normal summon or special summon for the rest of this turn. Special summon them specifically for the rest of the turn.
Okay, so you can't reuse them. Okay.
Yeah, so if I grab this is why they don't play this in Heroes. If you grab Stratos, you can't use Stratos. You can't normal summon Stratos. You can't use its effect. So,
I feel like I could probably abuse this a little bit in Time Thief, depending on what I add to it.
Okay, so I'm going to add...
Shape a little psychic version.
I'm going to add Infernoble Knight Roland.
There he is.
He's not going to be used for the rest of the turn, so I'll explain. Quick effect, even during the damage step, he can equip himself onto a monster as though he were add 500 attack to the monster. Okay. Next. So I can't use him, normal summon him, or special summon him for the rest of the turn. So he's a dead card in the hand right now. And then... Okay.
But he's there for shenanigans, I assume.
A lot of shenanigans. So we are going to. Damn! If only I had. This is where that other copy comes up. Okay, this is funny. Okay, so I'm gonna activate Infernoble Knight Ricardetto from my hand to special summon a level 4 warrior fire monster from my hand.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna special summon Infernoble Knight Ogier. And on special or normal summon, I get to dump a fire warrior. Is that good?
Yep.
Cool.
Damn, these fire decks. They're freaking grilling me.
These fire decks, bro. I'm gonna send Immortal Phoenix Gearfried.
Wait, Kagura's a fire. Did she benefit at all from this?
Is she a fire warrior?
Actually, yes.
There you go. Fire warrior deck, baby. You know what it is.
Of course, like, I have a fucking crush on the fire warrior. Why wouldn't I?
Of course, of course. Okay, cool. What's in my graveyard right now? The only things here are Neo Space Connector, Heritage of Chalice. Okay. Alright, cool. Okay. I'm going to activate Isolde's effect. She's going to dump an amount of equip spells for cost, and then special summon a warrior monster with the same level as the amount of equip spells that I sent.
I see.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Duelists Tournament.
Hey,
I'm going to dump this 20-year-old penis card. Divine Sword Phoenix Blade.
no, not Phoenix Blade. Anything but that. At least I don't have to worry about a fucking Dagger of Alma.
Right?
That shit's bad.
Okay. This hand is just gas. It's just gas. It's just gas. Okay.
Yeah. I'm so surprised you didn't use freaking Dolphin to discard a card.
Because it was like, I figured you didn't have that many cards in your hand, and Dolphin only works on monsters.
I only had the one card. It would have been worth a gamble.
Let's see. This hand was way too gas. I didn't want to get rid of this.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Oh, man. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to... Let's do this shit. I'm going to equip... Let's do this shit. I'm going to equip Infernoble Arms Durandal on Ogier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to special summon Infernoble Knight Renaud. He's now a tuner, and on special summon, he gets to return a Fire Warrior or a Noble Arms equip spell from my graveyard or banishment to my hand. So, I'm going to choose Gearfried.
Sick.
Next. Synchro Shokan. Now, if you're wondering why the dice are here, Itty, it's to denote,
Link arrow.
it's to denote what the link arrows are up. Because I couldn't imagine he could see them very well, so...
Does, it must have an effect immediately when it comes onto the field?
Oh shit! Wait, is that a quarter-century rare old mace? Sorry, Angelica.
You're so cringe, dude.
Hold on, can I look at that and bend it?
Alright, don't worry, I only just ate fucking a sloppy Joe. Like,
Hold on, guys. We're
dude,
looking at a quarter-century rare right there.
So...
Yeah.
So-
On summon, she's gonna add a card that mentions Emperor Charles.
Cool. Alright, yeah, that's the effect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and on Chainlink 2, Durandal is gonna add a Fire Warrior monster from my graveyard to my hand. So I think I'll add. So yeah, that's Chainlink 2. All good?
No good.
Add. Let's dig.
Sounds like I need to be the DJ over here.
DJ.
It
I
does
would
look like
appreciate it.
Unfortunately, I don't think I've got the ability to do so. Did you set it to have everyone host you?
All right, Noble Arms Museum.
There you go.
If I can-
I just done it. You're good.
Fantastic.
He breaks down, it's fine.
Okay, Noble Arms Museum.
I'm comfortable with this actually.
Goddamn. Goddamn.
Yeah. You really like that song, huh, bro?
No, I just figured I'd click something at least.
Okay.
Actually, which one's EX3?
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
No, this sounds like a Noble Arms theme.
Yeah, it does. Okay,
We were
I'm
listening to
gonna
the
activate-
so that's fair.
I'm gonna activate Divine Sword Phoenix Blade.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate to banish 2 warrior type monsters to add this to my hand in the graveyard. Sounds good?
Okay. Sounds good.
Got a 6 split screen going on right now.
So I'm banishing Aqua Dolphin and Neo Space Connector in my graveyard.
What the fuck was the warrior?
Yeah.
I am so confused. Everything I know is a lie. Pound was a rock. Hold on, I'm looking at Pound for now. I actually have it here. What the fuck?
Aqua Dolphin is Neo
No,
Space.
the beast! The fuck dolphin!
Oh.
I think fish sticks in the hand need to have a top. What the fuck?
Insane.
Fuck. Sitting there saying he's a warrior. Fucking, he's gonna kick up the ass.
Piece of shit. Alright. I'm going to equip. Equip? Yeah. I'm gonna equip Divine Sword Phoenix Blade onto Isolde.
Right.
I'm gonna activate Gear Freeze effect to special summon itself. So I'm gonna use this final zone on the far right. By banishing Durandal.
Yeah,
All right.
banish it all.
Banish it all. Banish it all. Banish it all.
You gotta lose it all!
Go through there.
Oh, you know what would work
Until we find a
kind of
way.
nice here?
What's up?
Dimension Shifter.
Yeah, Dimension Shifter is pretty sick against this deck.
I need to put that in my side deck. Fuck.
Great.
Okay.
We can expand our search.
Or just put it in. I think you have space, right? I think you
Oh.
have space, right?
I'm not gonna suddenly side deck Dimension Shifter during a match, but yeah.
No. Oh, yeah, Dimension. I thought you were talking about Guska or something. I don't know.
No, I don't put Guska in this deck.
Okay.
I'll bet.
I'm gonna activate the
You look
Noble Arms
happy.
Museum that I searched earlier,
Hmm.
and then I'm gonna use its effect. I take 1200. I'm gonna add a Noble Arms from my deck to my hand.
Right. This team has no business going as hard as it does.
This
Right?
thing goes so fucking hard.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's knock him down.
I'm gonna add the second copy of Infinable Arms Durandal.
Oh shit.
Better tread
Oh
carefully.
yeah.
Hey, where the fuck did Roland go?
This is
I need to keep an eye on that fucker.
Right. I'm gonna activate. Let's see.
that solves that.
I'm gonna activate Infernoble Knight Ogier in my graveyard, targeting Angelica.
Yep.
To equip on Chainlink 2, Angelica is going to yeet herself and dump an Infernoble Knight card. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Or monster, rather. Okay. Wording is important.
It is, but it's fine.
This one's mine.
Okay. I'm going to get rid of.
Shit.
Time for a
Oh,
change.
by the way, look at
Yep.
look.
Lion.
Sick nasty.
Okay.
I made a little sword for him.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I dump Turpin, and I'll use the optional effect to summon Infernoble Knight Roland from my deck for my extra deck. Captain Roland. There he is. Okay.
Things just got
Next.
interesting.
Since I have a warrior monster that's equipped with an equip spell, I'm gonna special summon Turpin, but he gets banished when he gets banished if he goes to the graveyard or when he leaves the field.
That's all.
Nice.
Good job. Now
Tune.
on to the next.
My level 5 tuner Roland and Turpin into Infernoble Knight
Interesting.
Emperor Charles.
Hello, Charles.
Hi Charles.
I'm gonna
Going
respond
to
to.
use-
Charlemagne.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna respond to Charles' summon with Book of Moon. I'm gonna put him face down.
Book of
Sick
Moon.
nasty.
Let's see. Put him face down. I see. Okay, that's fine. He has 200 defense. Might not be fine, but we're good here.
I just don't want him in the graveyard. I remember last time.
Let's see. Ah, fuck. I already used Ogier's effect. I've already... Okay.
This is your
That does put shitty in my shit plans right now.
Alright.
I used Durandal's effect earlier to add Ricardetto, so I can't do that again. Let me see. Damn, if only I could read my cards in my deck, but that's cheating. Okay. I'm gonna
You could always just
activate-
look it up online if you're trying to figure out something specific.
Yeah, hold on. There's something that works a certain way.
I don't see the harm in, like, looking up something like on your phone or online, especially between friends, right?
No, I'm saying looking it up, but I wanted to just pick up my deck and look at it and know it's there. You know what I mean?
I know.
I just want to double check. What fucking. What's the life point totals at right now?
I think they're above 8,000.
No, I'm at 68 because I use Noble Arms Museum's
This will
effect.
make things easy.
Fair, fair.
Yeah, but like. Okay, so you have key card. Sorry, my bad. We're playing the wrong game.
I will say, Kurtz has already won a round, so I'm trying to catch up.
I see.
Yeah, that's fine. But
So
Kurtz is
hot.
only on key
I'm
card
gonna
theme
pass
right now.
out.
It's climax is below
Let's go
4,000.
I'm gonna... Let me see. Let me read the cards in my fucking hand real quick.
We got company. Come on, follow me. Ready? Now we can see what's ahead. Now let's move.
So what happens when we revive the
Thinking
fire?
so hard right
I
now.
mean, we've been
I am
using fire
super
forever.
thinking so
A
hard.
real fire
It's actually
is much
really
hotter than
intense.
you remember. So water will
If I pass
Not just
here,
that.
this is not
Water
enough.
fire gives off more energy. It's the cornerstone of progress.
I know that for certain.
And Redbird, you haven't used. I assume you haven't summoned Myzen
Treasure
yet.
ahead.
No, the only thing in my graveyard is Pokemon.
Yeah, I got you.
I had just had a red hand at the beginning.
I'm going to be switching to when it goes to your turn, if you get a turn.
Just go for something. Just go for something ninja.
But don't worry, I've got something set. I don't know if it's ninja. Just pick something.
Look, as much as I'm gonna cringe about it, you can put Naruto up. It's fine.
I've got something in the list, alright? I'm
Okay.
just ready. I'm ready to DJ, okay? I'm not doing anything, I'm just watching.
We have a plan. Okay.
I've got
Okay.
6 split screen going right now.
I'm gonna activate-
I've just got both sides.
I'm gonna activate Infernoble Knight Captain Roland's effect to equip onto Isolt. I'm gonna
Right.
use Noble Arms' second effect. Since I added an Infernoble Arms to my hand, I can special from my back row. Cool.
Sick.
That's the same rolling from earlier, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I'm gonna equip the Durandal that I searched onto Roland.
Alright.
Link Shokan.
I just realized that I have this like dark looking imbued chaos blade.
I'm gonna summon Ferocious Flame Swordsman.
or
Whoa,
darkness
okay.
blade.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was just gonna say it. Just double check your background.
Infernoble
Ferocious
Arms.
Flame Swordsman.
Yes, holy on it.
I'm gonna use Infernoble Arms' Durandal's effect to special summon a Fire Warrior monster from my graveyard.
Which one? It's like a bunch of them.
There's 3 of them that I can choose.
You know, I almost feel sorry for them.
Victory was guaranteed.
Thank you.
All right.
Let me see. This is rough.
This is really not good thinking music.
This is intense!
All right.
Let's see. I think I'll summon Ogier in defense mode. Oh, right. The Link Arrows. He only has 1 Link Arrow over here.
Okay.
He has 2,000 defense. That Book of Moon shitted on my entire thing.
Yeah, there's also Redbird. There's also a link arrow that's pointing towards your side of the field, opposite that one on Curtis.
Oh.
Actually feels alright.
Okay, cool. I'll just put it here.
It does.
Yeah, it's pointing here. There's nowhere,
Over
so.
here.
Well,
There's only the only relevant Link Arrow. He has none pointing towards red. It's only one
There's
pointing
one
here.
that's pointing to red side, isn't there? Or am I
No,
fucking
no.
wilding?
No, there isn't. It's just
Oh,
the
no,
way
yeah,
that
I
it's
am
done.
wilding.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
You're all good, bro.
ah.
You can move the dice.
All right.
Yeah, I put on my lines there.
Okay. I'm going to go to attack. I'm gonna go to battle rather. So right now, Ferocious Flame Swordsman has 17 because Ferocious Flame Swordsman's inherent ability is all warrior monsters gain 500 attack,
Okay.
and then my Noble Arms Museum is adding 500 more attack. So right now he's sitting at 2,300 attack. My Gear Freed is sitting at 3,500 attack.
Something's on the
Okay.
other side of the
35?
mountain.
Damn, alright.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to attack with Gear Freed on
Alright, he.
Baku.
Oh.
So, hold on. Yeah. So, during the battle phase, after I declared an attack, I'm going to activate Gear Freed's effect to equip a face-up monster on the field that says it's 500 attack. I'll equip Kagero.
Hmm.
So,
Wait, you're equipping
I'm equipping Kagero.
after killing Baku. I'm just trying to make sure I got the grasp of this.
So
Or
right
is it
after, yeah, it's during the attack. So I declared my attack on Baku, but during the battle phase before the attack goes through, I put Kagero. I equip Kagero here as a plus 500 over there.
I see.
Yeah,
Better try
and then the damage calculation happens, and then there she is. Yeah, you wanna float Kagero somewhere so that you know she's not in the old graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh, put on the
Put it
field
there
center.
now.
Actually, yeah, just put on the field center.
Sit her on the field token, bro.
There you go. Alright. I don't have any
Good deal.
Kageros here, so, sorry. It is a Fire Warrior.
I'm gonna readjust to this team.
So,
We still have an
okay.
active climax.
So I'll attack with Ferocious Flame Swordsman, and that's 23.
Alright.
You're sitting at
Time's got to
57.
Should we take a breather?
Yeah, you're sitting at
We were
57.
just down
So
there
main
not long
phase
ago.
2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna immediately activate during the battle phase, Notebook of Mystery.
Sure.
So if I remember correctly, I can set one ninja monster from my stellar trap from my grave, and another one from my deck. I'm just reading this correctly though.
Yeah.
So it's play cards.
Lucky.
Yeah, you can set a ninja or a ninjutsu spell or trap from the grave and the graveyard, but you must choose one. You can't must. You can only choose one from each.
My life is flashing before
Yeah.
my eyes.
So
Okay.
my monster unfortunately has to
That
be
was
Baku.
quick. Keep it up, everyone.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Now let me go
we're
back.
we're here for the trap cards.
Let's see.
So you said during battle you wanted to set
See
while I'm
what's
attacking
inside.
with Ferocious Flame Swordsman?
After you just done damage.
Got it.
I don't want to do it during. I'd rather just take that damage.
Right,
Post
right.
damage that. The damage calc has gone through. He is sitting at 57. Then he
Hell
before you moved into main phase 2, he's
Time for a change.
flipped.
Got it.
I'm going to set duplication.
Howie Dictator.
That's a strong ass
Nice.
play.
Can't wait to see that in action.
Okay. Then let's see.
And since I probably won't be doing this again, what? 1, 2, 3.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, we're reversing. Cool.
Hell yeah. Let's see, main phase 2.
Danger. Jet, you okay? I barely even got going. Next.
Damn. If I had foreseen that play, I would have done something a little different. Unlucky. Okay.
I assume you just currently have Kagero on
Playing
your
out
side
of
now?
his mind right now.
Yeah, Kagero is equipped to Gear Freeze right now.
Yeah, and that's permanent until like whenever.
Yeah.
Once
Okay.
he'll go free, basically goes to the grave or uses the effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Okay, perfect.
I think if I remember right, Gifried has an effect where he pops things that are equipped to him to negate, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Give up on me, ass.
I'm thinking. Holy shit, I am thinking right now. Alright, cool. Because my face down monster is defenseless.
Wonder what's in there.
Ferocious Flame Swordsman, if he's destroyed, I think specifically, hold on. Yeah, if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, I can special summon a warrior, a non-link warrior monster from my graveyard onto my field.
I see. So I want to be
Yeah.
careful with that too. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't have to. I don't have to choose. Okay. I'll end my turn. At the end of the turn, Angelica comes back. I'll put her right here.
Sick Nazi.
I have nothing else at the end of the turn. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw.
Draw.
Let me just let this skip. I don't draw.
So right now, 2,300.
23.
4,000? Yeah, 4,000.
This is the
2,400 defense. 2,000 defense.
Okay. I got some cool things going around in my head, but let's start with the obvious. Duplication.
So you got tribute 1. And
I tribute
summon-
Baku and I get to summon up to 3 stars.
Yeah.
So we'll summon the Tabari and
Tabari.
the Mitsu.
Mitsu.
Wild.
Why did you crystallize purple?
Let
You
me
have
check.
predicted this.
Let me just check something first. And then monitor face up position or face down position. Okay.
It's all connected.
I'm actually gonna
The
put
next
Tabari
time we
face
need a
down.
breather.
And Mitsu.
And I'm gonna put Mitsu
attack.
face up.
Right.
Yeah. Just in case anything happens.
Well, you've locked my gear freed, yeah.
Right. Next thing I will do is Actually, I did make a mistake, but I guess it's what it is. I'm going to fusion these two
Just wanted
into
to get him there.
Mitsu.
Just wanted to get him there. And then you gotta remove, you gotta remove duplication.
Yeah, duplication's there.
Okay.
It stays. If it goes, they go. That's the good deal. That works.
Right.
But I will use dance and leave to put duplication back into my hand.
Hell yeah.
Maizen. 1 second.
Maizen.
That's a key card right there.
Maizen.
Alright. My mistake was being too careful. If I had just been a bit braver and put my Tabari face up as well, I could have just went straight for the link.
Oh, right, Saizo.
Yeah, I would have been better off with Sizer, but it is what it is. So I'm going to actually put down 2 cards face down.
2 cards face down.
Alright.
Pretty high up that way.
Um,
We must be near the top.
I
That
actually
means
have
the fiend's
normal
close
summon this
too.
turn, have I?
Battle is
No.
close.
Nope.
Make sure
I'm
you're
going to
ready.
set a card,
Set.
Are those cubes?
I can use
and I'm going to go into battle phase and attack directly with Maizen.
Hell yeah, 24, baby. Whoops.
What's your
25
what's your life point
actually.
total right now?
25.
25, yeah. So I think your life
25.
point total right now
Gorillion.
is 4,300?
43. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your... Alright. Main phase 2, I am contemplating all my life choices apparently. I think this is strong for now. Unfortunately, I probably could have been a little better if I just did a bit braver, but I think it's still good. So, that's my turn.
Got it.
We
Alright.
should
Give
keep our
me,
distance for now. Look for an opening, then strike.
give me yield cut.
Let me go get with my hourglass.
What's the cut look like?
before my eyes.
How am I feeling? 2, 1, 3.
Draw.
The Knights have arrived.
Let's see.
As I was saying, specifically Samurai versus Ninja, this is just an interesting battle in general.
Stand by. Main phase.
You're good?
I should have expected as much. Be careful. Blocking those will leave a
Kinda
mark.
have to. I'm going to activate that card that I added so long ago. Infernoble Knight rolling
Almost out of potions.
from my hand, targeting Angelica.
Quick effect, Maizen.
Okay. I'm going to respond to Gear Freed, to Maizen with Gear Freed. Negate and destroy.
Okay. I will respond with that with duplication.
Duplication. Okay. So you can still tribute to summon up to its level, but you can't use Maizen's ability. Cool. Alright. Your Kagero is back in the grave.
Kagero is in the grave.
Alright, cool.
At the end of all that, since Angelica was targeted, I'll use her ability. It's all gonna resolve, don't worry. Dumping Fire Warrior, or an Ignoble Inferno.
I think that makes 6.
This
I was gonna
time,
say, I think Retro, you can work on resolving your stuff because I believe this is after chain resolution, right?
yeah.
Or is it
So,
just part of the chain?
so there we go.
Time
So,
for a change.
Yeah.
Infernoble Knight Rollins, you get to resolve Transformation, but you don't get to resolve Mason.
That's fair.
We'll do
Okay.
it.
We should keep our distance for now.
Oh, put it down!
Then strike.
Let's see. That actually, that might be a smart play actually.
smart.
Uh,
My flame swordsman is just chilling. I'm here too, guys.
Guys, I'm here.
Time for a change.
What a lad.
What are you talking about, man? You're the only girl. No, I'm here too. So
You haven't been calling it, right, bro?
So I'll put up a Mitsu face up, a Mitsu face down, and a Tabari face up.
Got it. Okay, that adds up to 6. Got it. Okay. Next up.
Please do.
So I will
This is time for a change. All right.
synchro.
Synchro. Using Roland and whoever the fuck else that was.
Ogier to summon
Oh yeah.
Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles.
Whoa, Charles is back out.
Hell yeah. You got a response on summon?
No.
You got it.
I was
Okay.
honestly not expecting the second book of Moon.
A second Book of Moon from me? Oh my.
Insane. I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna activate one of my Infernoble Knight Captain Roland's effects to equip onto Charles.
Charles doesn't have a on summon effect.
No.
Oh.
We should keep
I'm
our
learning.
distance for now.
Hell
For an
yeah.
opening, then strike.
Next. Link Shokan. Requirements. Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles. That's equipped. Charlemagne. Charlemagne effect to equip Emperor Charles. That good?
Wait, that is effect?
On summon.
Okay. Well, I don't want to read.
Time for a change.
Put one face up, put one face down, negate the monster effect.
When your opponent activates the monster's effect, its effect, you target one face down, one face down, defense position monster you control, hit face up, defense position. I got the two face down, but I can negate that.
Put something face up that you like.
Yep, I'll put my other Mitsu face up. Unfortunately, it's one per turn. Yeah, it's fine.
So it's negated. So he doesn't have Emperor Charles' top effect.
Can't take much more.
I really do not want Charles in your back row. I am trying my best to stop that.
Understandable, honestly.
Time for a change.
Honestly. Okay.
Honestly, I get it.
Honestly though, that would
I got one last thing on my sleeve to stop when it comes to the worst.
Alrighty.
Problem here, bro, is I don't know if you're gonna live.
I believe in myself. Why can't you? Man.
Looking at
7 on I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah, it's
your
fun.
force thing is Tabari, right? You don't take battle damage from Tabari, do you?
No, I think I do take that, but hold on. Cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effect. No, it doesn't mention anything about battle being that. But Tabari does have something up his sleeve that can help me.
okay. I'm gonna use Noble Arms' Museum's effect.
Yep.
I give up my life points to add a Noble Arms for my deck to my hand.
How many life points that put you at?
31.
Damn.
Sounds
Damn,
good?
I just need to get lower. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Cool. I'm gonna
I
add.
mean, hold on, let me get this invisible ash blossom I'm hiding.
I'm gonna add Infernoble Arms Joyous. It's time.
I thought that was Ash Blossom for a second. Jesus Christ. Like, there's an Infernoble?
Blossom and Joyous Spring. What?
I was gonna say, like, wait a minute, you guys have one of those? Fucking.
I'm
Turn
gonna.
Ash Blossom into a fucking sword.
It's a sword. Sorry.
It doesn't. Just grab it by the fucking tiny legs and swing it around. It's already got a big enough head to do damage.
Right. I'm gonna use Infernoble Arms Joyous, equipping it onto Ferocious Flame Swordsman.
Right.
I'm gonna use Joyous's effect to add a Fire Warrior, well, not a Fire Warrior, but an Infernoble from my graveyard to my hand.
Mhm.
I'm targeting Infernoble Knight Renaud. Sounds good?
That's fine.
Cool.
An amazing.
Add to my
pieces.
hand. Goes to the grave.
Right.
Ah, shit.
He's throwing something away. It's gone.
Judge? Judge?
Judge, he hit cards on the table. He's cheating.
I just saw an ace slide out of his sleeve. I don't even think you can play that, Judge.
Yeah, right?
He's performing illegal moves.
Illegal moves. Okay. I'm gonna suck my nuts, dude. Suck my nuts. Did I normal summon? I did not normal summon this turn. Okay. I'm gonna special summon Infernoble Knight Renaud. He's now a tuner, and I get to choose a banished Infernoble Arms or a Fire Warrior monster in banishment or graveyard and add it to my hand. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm gonna add Infernoble Knight Ricardetto.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Cool. I'm gonna normal summon. No, wait, I can't. No, wait, I can! Link, too.
God, it's useless.
Well, I was gonna say you special summoned Renaud, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a Fire Warrior on my field. Ra 10, the Heavenly General. Yeah, I know. I didn't know about this card until like 2 days ago.
Do you want to explain to me what this card does? I've never seen it once before in my life.
During, at the beginning of battle, I can pop a card on your side of the field.
I see. What's the attack on it?
22, but because of Noble Arms Museum, it's at 27.
I see.
This one does have a link arrow pointing to your right
Oh.
side monster
Yeah.
zone.
Alright, right
Yeah.
side?
Yeah, so
Very
the far,
far right.
yeah, your far right has a link arrow pointing there.
Right. I'm gonna immediately activate Tabari's effect
Sure.
to fusion. I'm gonna use the Mitsu that's face up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna summon Yagara Maru, the armor now. And do you have a response?
No response.
Okay, at end of the chain, I'm gonna use its effect to banish the monster you just summoned.
Ra 10, the Heavenly General. That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah,
When
you
it's,
didn't want me picking apart your shit before it could even get a chance.
Yeah, no, I like my stuff here where it is.
Okay. So, I'm going to remove this. There's no link arrow there.
Oh yeah, I can take this off now.
Normal Shokan.
Oh, what?
Infernoble Knight, Ricardetto. On normal summon, I get to special summon level 4 or lower Fire Warrior monster from my graveyard.
Sounds good. Man, you have so many special summons. I honestly, this is the kind of deck I was looking for. This is just making me jelly.
You can play it if you want when you get here. Totally true.
I'm gonna look around. I might find something. I just don't want to jump into another protagonist deck like the fucking the Cold Talkers.
Yeah.
Because I know they summon like a fucking bitch as well, and I'm like, but I don't want to play another protagonist deck. I've got to.
Right. So
Oh, God.
I used an Infernoble Arms to equip onto Angelica that one time. I haven't used Roland's effect yet. I have. I did it for Emperor Charles. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna choose Infernoble Knight Ogier. I'm gonna
Right.
use Ogier's effect to dump a Fire Warrior. This is Fire Warrior dot deck, baby. You love to see it.
And you're adding that to your hand?
No, dumping it. So I'm putting in the graveyard.
I think now would be a good time. Yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. That was weird. Freaking screen froze for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually book up Eclipse.
Okay. So everything
So-
goes face down.
Face down. Yep.
And I draw
Wait.
cards for the amount placed face down by this effect.
By the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this still resolves. Let's dump. If you live for another turn, I put Bradamante in the graveyard.
Cool.
Okay. That's my favorite card in the deck. Next
I
up.
see. You have to show me more about him later. But anyway, yeah.
So, I didn't change a certain monster's battle position. Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles in attack mode.
Does that even after Eclipse? Hold on.
Because it was already
It was
face
already
down.
in face down defense position.
Ah, fucking nuts. Alright. That's why you left it.
Oh yeah. I was careful to be like, he likes putting things face down. I'm gonna use Infernoble Knight Oliver's effect to equip onto Emperor Charles.
Right.
Link Shokan. The requirements are an Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles equipped with an equip spell. I'm gonna use
Charlemagne.
Emperor Charles. Yeah, I'm gonna use Charles the Great's ability to equip Emperor Charles. Charlemagne effect to pop. I will pop. I'm trying to remember which ones was which. I'll pop the center.
Which one?
Uh,
This one or this one?
The center monster.
Okay, that is a Tabari.
Tobari. Cool.
That's actually a really good guess.
Okay. Next up. I added off of this. Oh, hell yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna use Noble Arms Museum's effect, special summon from the back row,
Right,
and I'm going to go into battle.
right.
So, this Charlemagne will attack the face down Yaguramaru.
Right.
This Emperor Charles will attack the Mitsu,
Right.
and I'll swing for 35 with
Fair enough.
Charlemagne 2.
Which means that red is under 4,000. Climax time.
During main phase 2, I really don't want to do this. I have a certain thing I can do, but I don't want to do right now.
I see.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
0.
0. Okay. Let's see. So, I'll end my turn. At the end of the turn, first, I'm going to activate Charlemagne's effect to equip onto itself because of its copied ability. I'll equip Durandal onto this Charlemagne, sorry.
Yeah.
Are you alright with the
Next
casserole
up,
for dinner?
I'll
And
equip
we've got,
an
noodles for
Infernoble.
lunch.
I'm more than fine now.
Don't need to buy anything?
Nope.
Excellent. excellent, son. Thank you. What'd you get from Carlos, mate?
What?
Are you gonna wash this?
What? What? Yeah, I'll worry about it later, Mom.
Yeah. Am I allowed
Let's
to mop
see.
in here?
I'll equip him with Oliver, so he
No.
can't be targeted
Why?
by effects.
Is it raining?
And then
It's not raining.
Listen.
give you the cut.
1 to 3.
Got it. My monsters flip face up,
Yep, you get 3 cards.
and 3.
Alright, sorry.
Oh, I was so right not to do that. Insane. Okay. My Angelica has nowhere to go, so she stays in banishment, not seeing her for the rest of the game. And go ahead.
Okay, let's see.
Alright. Red's drawing.
Draw.
Except for
And-
you're under 4,000, right?
I scoop.
Ah.
Scooping?
Right.
Goddamn, dude.
Right into fucking Gia.
Good game, bro. That was fun.
GG. That was hella. Holy crap.
That's wild.
He just kept interrupting at the right time.
I
was gonna say,
actually
the
got a
piloting
good
is fantastic.
idea. I actually had a good idea, like, how your deck was running until, like, the last part where I screwed up my own card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I need to actually get these cards out. So unevenly matched. I might as well like say what I swapped out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I put
Yeah,
in 3 evenly
when
matches.
can you book of Eclipse, by the way?
Huh?
Anytime I
When
want.
can you... You should have... So what you would have probably been better off doing, the only thing that I would say that fucked you there, was you should have waited until you tried to go into battle phase.
I was thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I think that was the only thing that that messed you up. Because if you'd waited until he tried to go into battle phase, he would have probably flipped over his Charles, or he would have just kept it down until until main phase 2 essentially, and then done what he could. But then he couldn't have really done too much after that essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh man. Cool. You know what? Maybe only 2 Charlemagnes is enough. I have 3 in here.
I mean, don't you? I swear you normally only ever summon 2, right?
At the opening turn, but the third one, even the second one, is mainly for like,
For
no, no.
Kashtira or
yeah, for cash. But I like
Yeah.
having 3 for exactly like, for like longer games, because even though my Charlemagnes are like at 4,000 at any given time. Even though my Charlemagne's at 4,000 any given time, it's just like it's rough, man. Bullshit. Sometimes
I was gonna say
like my ferocious flame swordsman.
it's your boy, Ferocious Flame Swordsman.
What a fun.
I was
You were.
yeah, sorry about that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Immortal Phoenix Gear Free. You know how I learned about this? For Infernobles. I learned about Immortal Phoenix Gear Free for Infernobles because of the manga.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because the guy in there also plays Infernobles, and he put Gear Free, and I'm like, why? And I read some of the cards like, oh, you can just search this idiot. You can just put him in your graveyard, put him back in your hand because of Renaud, and just search this idiot. That's what you can do. You can do exactly that.
He's essentially an Infernoble now.
he's a honorary Infernoble.
Immortal Phoenix Gear Freed honorary Infernoble Knight.
So many different gear freeds, man.
Yeah, Kurtzberg, I can't believe I almost caught you lacking, almost called Charlemagne Emperor Charles
Yeah,
the Great.
right.
Oh, you've missed it then. You said it a few times.
Well, because
No,
I had
no,
to summon
'cause
the regular Emperor Charles.
there's two different cards. One's Charles one is just Emperor Charles, and then the other one is Charles the Great, which is what was originally known as Charlemagne in the OCG translations that we have,
Yeah.
basically. So it's like,
No
for the longest time, the translated name of that card was Charlemagne, and then when they finally released it in TCG, they changed his name to Charles the Great.
That's fucking hilarious.
Which both Kurtz and I hate vehemently.
Very much.
Because it's such a
So
stupid
much.
name change.
So much. It was just better. Like, come on. Anyway, fucking, what's it called? Red Bro. I gave you Droll and Lockbird, right?
No, I don't have any trolls.
What? Oh, okay.
Did you not get it?
I don't have any.
Aw. I am. Okay. Well, I know what to
'Cause
get
I
you when
know
you get here.
I've got one, don't I?
That makes no sense. I'm almost. There's no way I would have given you that one because that shit was not. It wasn't very rare.
I
I don't remember if I just got one or if I have three and I'm only using.
none of the decks I had, bro, used Droll and Lockbird because I didn't understand how Droll and Lockbird worked until later. So that's probably why you never sent me any.
I see. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, we're here. I got reset in the walks together. But yeah, Fire Warrior .deck. Very funny. You can mix it with Makanko. You can also mix it with Rescue Ace.
Uncle Sampo.
If it has a Fire Warrior in it, put it in.
Man.
It's very funny. Let me show you the deck that taught me how to do it or how to use Fire Warrior.
Ooh. I was also saying to him as well, like yeah, like freaking the girl's also like a fire warrior, which I only noticed like later.
Yeah, Kagero the Cannon Ninja is a Fire Warrior.
That's hilarious.
Yep. I'm visiting Vigilia Court. Final Fantasy 15 time.
I will tag you. Oh, it's 10:25. I do gotta go.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, hold on. Let me link this to you first, and then I will go. Okay.
By the way, did you know that the Final Fantasy 15 comrades still exists?
Yeah,
Multiplayer.
wouldn't be. I'm not
it's a
surprised it
standalone.
does.
Yeah, on PS4 and PS5 only. Very weird.
I'm not surprised. 11
was
is still running to this day.
It was re-released as a standalone component.
It is very odd.
That's what most of us played,
But it's-
actually. Well, those who didn't actually play 15 anyway. But you have to pay for the DLC anyway, so you might as well just got Comrades on its own.
True.
If you were just
Isn't it
interested in
free?
that.
It was
it
free
might-
if you'd purchased the season pass of 15. I don't think it's actually free if you didn't.
I think it's like
I see.
it's like it's in the teens though. It's not that expensive.
I think it was like $15 if I remember right. It was really
Yeah.
cheap.
And it was actually a good time. The only issue with the
It was a great
game
time.
that I remember is that for the longest time you had to wait for like the second part of it because you could only go so far on the original release, and then they updated it the other half later.
Comrades. Okay.
It was a fun time though.
Alright, so Infernoble. Boom. So yeah, this taught me the basics of the deck. A lot of things kind of like don't feel like they make sense.
I don't think anything goes at first. Oh, sorry.
And the side deck and even some of the cards in the in the extra deck are kind of like just like literally week 1 like testing, right? So mess around with the numbers. Unironically, this deck searches a lot and it's super consistent. So a lot of actual Infernoble players like playing 44, 45 cards.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah, they feel like it's consistent. It's consistent enough. And then I'll just grab the Lithium video and put it in there so you can have someone talk at you while you look at the deck. I feel like that helps. Yeah, there you go.
Damn, minus 30% to rapid cancel.
Yeah, just read those cards and be like, man, why isn't Fire Warrior just busted?
I did get a grasp of like some of the weaknesses though, and I picked up quickly on Charles at least.
Yeah.
So that's something. I'm gonna definitely look for my dimension shifters. I have like 3 of those fucking things with the structure deck.
Yeah.
From Crystal Base. I don't know. I did take heed of what you said before about actually making the right counter decks for you guys.
Yeah.
Actually, is there any digital apps to write down deck lists and shit? Because that would be really useful.
Digital?
I guess
app,
I could.
Right.
I guess I could just make them an Omega, right?
Yeah. You would have to. I think you're gonna have to clean up. You're gonna have, or on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro deck, yeah, you could do that. Well, actually, what you could do is you could go on EDO Pro, because I know on Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega you kind of have a lot of decks there, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, so you could actually use EDO Pro, because I feel like it's a little bit easier to mess with. Yeah, it's probably a little bit easier to mess with and stuff like that. So, and you don't have as many decks in there, I assume. So.
No, I don't.
Yeah. But yeah, Bradamante is my favorite fucking card in that deck. Yeah, Bradamante is my favorite card in that deck. It doesn't do anything. It's just really funny. It's just very, very funny. Alright. Talk to you guys later. You have fun.
Later.
Oh yeah, Itty. Show Red Bro the brew that we made for before Dia Bellstar comes out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Probably not tonight, unfortunately.
Sus. Alright, later.
Yeah.
Probably fair. It's late for myself as well. Although
I was gonna end up going into a cold cocoa if possible.
Also, kind of annoyed. Apparently, they mentioned that Technica is gonna have Akechi and Kasumi DLC, and I'm like, why the fuck are they not in the base game?
What's gonna happen?
Game?
What?
There's DLC characters basically for P5 Technical. Apparently it's Akechi and Kasumi. It's just like, really?
Tactics.
It's yeah, basically. It's the new one on the 3DS, right? Not the
3DS?
3DS. Wow, my brain went fucking back.
The Switch?
On the Switch, yeah. I think it's on other platforms too, but I definitely remember it being a thing for the Switch as well.
I was like, holy shit, 3DS is back?
I'd love it to be back, but no.
We're so
But why
back.
do you love
It's
it?
your
The Switch is the same shit, dude. What?
Yeah, but it's kind of weird. Like some developers have been talking about. It's like we kind of lost like not like phone games, but like mobile games. You know, like 3DS style games. They're like super low budget, and like can be done and can be kind of weird experimental. Because the Switch, it requires like more development time.
I just
Whatever.
I want access to my old SMT games. I can't get any of them right now, and I'm pissed about it.
Can't you emulate most of them?
If I had a 3DS emulator, I guess.
Oh, 3DS
Where you
one.
got
Which ones are on the 3DS?
3DS. Wait, 3DS
A lot of
specifically?
them.
Are you sure it's not on DS?
SMT4 is on DS.
For Apocalypse, which is 2-8 ball.
DS, not
Plus-
3DS4.
Nocturne as well, like, not Nocturne, Overclock, fucking, Devil Survivor Overclock, there you go. Those were some of the games I bought. And then it's just all the rest of the little bits that I just don't have anymore.
That's a lot more SMT games than I thought.
There's a lot of SMT games on the 3DS. There's fucking Soul Hackers remake, or I guess re-release, and there's also Devil Survivor 2 Rebreak, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of SMT games, and then there's just the Persona shit too, which there's at least 2 of those games on there.
It's quite a bit. I was
Yeah,
looking
no,
at the...
They went wild on the 3DS.
It makes sense because like it was like the most famous console in
Mhm.
Japan.
Are you sure there isn't a 3DS emulator?
Oh,
There should
probably
be.
is.
I don't know how good it
just
is.
doesn't. Because the only thing that wouldn't be able to be emulated is the 3D effect, but there's literally no games that
Yeah.
actually gave a shit about it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
literally no reason.
It's not
The
that
2DS
bad.
was
It's
even
more
made.
just like there's just some. I've actually had issues with like the PS3 emulator and shit like that.
Yeah,
So I
that's
don't know
what I
how
with PS3.
good it's
I
gonna
be.
guarantee you-
The PS3
I
emulator is
guarantee
just
the
fucked up.
3DS Yeah, I was gonna say, I guarantee you, if you look up a 3DS emulator and find one, I guarantee you it'll be way easier to use and way better than the PS3 one. The PS3 emulator has to deal with
PS3's
trying to-
hardware is alien hardware. That's why the
Yeah.
emulator can't fucking replicate it.
Exactly.
Like, straight up.
Like the PS3 emulator has to actually fight and contend with trying to replicate a console that was basically completely made with standalone, like company specific first person hardware sort of shit.
Yeah.
Like almost everything in the PS3 was specifically made by Sony for the PS3. Right down to the actual operating software and everything. So like it is all patented technology, all very in-house. It's very hard to emulate because of that. Like there's so much back-end shit that needs to happen to get anything to work in that emulator. The fact that there's even one that can run some of the PS3 games is insane.
Even exists, right? It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
It's absolutely insane that people have managed to get close enough to get one that works for some of the PS3 games that exist. Because I know you can use because I think it was like RCPS or
Yeah,
PCS
the one I've
or
got.
some shit. Yeah. That one can actually run some games. You could play like Armored Core 4 Answer, I know that for sure. Like there's some things that can actually run through that emulator, which is shocking, honestly.
I actually did play Demon's Souls for it.
It just takes it's one of those things where like that emulator takes a lot of back-end work on the user side as well. I believe you have to actually mess with the settings a lot, to like get everything to work correctly.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of like back end work. You got to look up guides.
You have to
and
look at
stuff
like what
that.
game requires which settings.
Yeah,
so you can run
exactly.
properly.
But most like I know with DS emulators, Game Boy emulators and stuff like that, like you can legitimately just plug and play sort of shit. Like you.
Yeah,
get
the
emulator,
DS
you
ones
get
are
the
amazing.
fucking ROM, you're good.
Hmm.
So I'd say just look up, like, literally look up the 3DS emulator. Go to, I'm sure there should be like a Reddit or something like that that talks about like which emulator is the best ones. They've usually got a
Also,
couple
it's
of
very
them.
easy to hack your 3DS.
This is true.
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna hack my 3DS right now. My sister's using it. Play a DS game.
It's surprisingly easy to steal from your sister.
Yeah.
If I even bother looking for one. I know I've got a GBA emulator.
Yeah. DS definitely works. I was surprised by that, but it works alright actually.
Oh, looks fantastic.
This
Oh,
is
fucking
vexing.
PPSPP, amazing.
There's gotta be a way to get through.
Yeah, like I know that there's like the Nintendo emulator, the Nintendo 64 emulator, the PS2 emulator, the PS1 emulator, like all the stuff that isn't a PS3 emulator runs fantastically.
No, the PS2 one shit itself a little bit. I noticed that when I was playing with it.
I see.
Yeah.
It's alright though for the most part.
Nowhere near as fucked as the PS3 one, I'm sure.
Oh god, no.
The
guarantee you,
the
if you ever made a
Nintendo Switch
PS4
emulators are
emulator,
kind of capped.
it run- Oh, I think Dolphin.
Yuzu and stuff,
Oh, that
it doesn't run so great.
Dolphin is Wii U, right? For the
Yeah,
Wii?
no, Dolphin was
Yeah.
perfect. Dolphin's
Dolphin's
not-
Wii actually.
Yeah, Wii
Yeah.
and is there a Wii U emulator? I guess it's hard because of the speed.
Probably.
I think I was gonna say, I think Wii U emulator is also one of those ones that's in the category where if there is one, it's probably a
Now don't get hit yourself.
Yeah, fucking. How do you gonna fucking emulate the speed? I guess if you have two screens.
I mean,
That was
possibly
quick.
try and do it in the same style as like some of the DS emulators, but then your
Oh, yeah.
issue here is that it's not just a screen thing.
You'll see something like
Right?
this.
Because it's like sometimes
just got
they would use
interesting.
the Wii U, like the actual Wii U, like, controller, I guess, the pad, as like a second screen at like the DS, but then other times they just wouldn't use it for basically anything, right? Like they'd just use it
Yeah.
for control.
Sometimes you'd
Or
have
they-
to
it would just be
point
that
at
so
the
you could play
screen
the
too,
game.
and it would show you stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean, is like, it's really hard to get that one to work because of the nature of what they use that for.
Yeah.
And I know back-end wise, a lot of developers hated the back-end in general, and there's probably a difference.
It kind of makes me like think about it, and it's like, man, maybe I should just like really take like some really good care of my Wii
So
U.
that was generating the barrier.
I actually still
Yeah,
have
you-
mine around.
It's why I was like, when I basically inherited my own, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. Absolutely. Like, this is staying 100%.
Dude, the PS3 controller is probably the most valuable thing on the PS3 yet.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
because the
Astos was looking pretty rough.
PS3 that he
Not
had
just
is
monster
one of the
beating up
few,
rough, but
one of the very
something
early models that could actually play
deeper.
PS2 games.
Yeah, but good luck getting him to tell you why.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gold.
yeah.
Makes us pay
Like
in
that's why,
blood
like,
for
I'm never
every
getting rid of
question.
this game.
We're doing his dirty work for him.
So long as
Just straight
the
up.
solution's good, consider it
Straight
a
up
fair
incredible.
trade.
Like, there is no fucking ifs or buts about that. This is like a rarity.
Hey Sony, if you want to make a lot of money, re-release and call it Retro PS3. Just re-release that version.
Straight up, dude. They could and the worst part is they could sell it again for like $1,000. People would buy it 100%.
Yeah.
All right.
Because this version of the PS3 was selling for $1,000 in Australia.
Insane.
Like straight up $1,000. I traded in my PS2 and like fucking game or some shit to bring that down to like $500,
God damn.
essentially. And the only reason I did that with my original PS3, and here's the really fucked up thing about that, so we were living in a
Got company.
we were living in a flat, like my second cousin, I guess, whatever. I would call her an aunt. But essentially, she had a gambling addiction. At some point, she broke into our house and stole my PS3 and pawned it off.
Oh my god.
It was one of the released PS3 original with 60 games.
That was rough.
Such a fucking number to hear nowadays, given how like fucking wild the numbers have been. Basically, yeah, it was a about PS3 that
Now
could
then, you've destroyed the
one of
power
the original
source,
versions
so the
of
barrier
a
should
PS2
be
game.
down.
The only reason I traded in my PS2 was because the PS3 was going to be backwards compatible. I could play PS2 and PS1 games.
Wait,
I
so
believe,
he
as well.
pawned that one off?
She pawned that one off to feed her gambling addiction, but this was way
Hey,
this
Jack,
was well
we
before
need to have a
the
talk.
like
Now that our crystals
the
won't protect
like
us
nowadays
from
if
the
you have a
mist,
60
you're
if
a
you had a 60
liability.
gig PS3
You depended
that
on
was
yours
able
to
to
keep you
do
safe.
like playback
In other
like, that was
words, you'll
backwards
be forced to
compatible,
do your
I could
favorite
sell
thing.
that now and probably get like a
Reminisce.
good fucking $3,000
Well, it was
Yeah.
nice
because
knowing you,
it's
Jack.
such a rarity because
Shut
they
up.
only made a few of them and the original PS3s didn't sell very well because it was such an expensive like price initial price point.
Yeah.
Basically, the PS3 only started successfully selling when they remade, like when they released the PS3 Slim, essentially, and they took out the backwards compatibility, which made the console significantly cheaper. Basically, that's when it finally started succeeding. So most of the PS3s that you find nowadays in the world are the ones that aren't
Those
backwards
cubes?
compatible.
I could use a break.
Yep.
Just straight
Yeah.
up.
And the
it's
backwards
like-
compatibility is such an amazing feature because PS2 has like a
I don't know how long I
gigantic
can
library.
keep this up.
Has such a huge
What are we even
library.
doing here?
And
Which-
Killing all the
I
monsters.
believe it was
Duh.
full backwards
Do this for
compatibility with
Astos,
PS1
and
and
he gives us
PS2
the info
games,
we
if I
want.
remember
What
right.
info is that?
Does the PSP have
I get the feeling he
compatibility
knows
with
lots of stuff.
PS2?
Like World Affairs, history.
It doesn't, unfortunately, because of the way that the PSP was. Like they did
Screw
re-release some
that.
PS2 games on the PSP,
Right.
basically, but there was no way to like play a game through your PSP unless you had the PSP.
So the Vita, it has compatibility with PS3, right?
Yeah. So the Vita's weird in that because you could remote play with it.
Oh, only remote play. Gotcha.
I believe that's what it was, yeah. Like, you could remote play using the Vita, so you could play your PS3 games through the Vita, but only through remote play.
I see. I thought it could just straight up play PS3 game. I'm like, what the fuck? This console is from the future.
I mean, honestly, it was still ahead of its time, because remember PS Vita came out fucking... Hold on, let me look at this stuff.
Wait, hold on. What are you saying about?
So the Vita could, at the time, and still now, I guess,
The Vita was
cloud
released in
play.
2011. It was able to remote play through the PS3.
Yeah.
What's in there?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And eventually
I-
the PS4 as well.
Hmm.
So like
Yeah, I am.
the Vita itself, it was essentially the Wii U and the Switch before they came out.
That sounds alright.
Which is the wildest shit. That it's like it just came out in 2011 and it failed.
Dude,
You know,
it was just such a marketing fail, because I didn't even fucking hear about it.
Like
yeah,
it was,
that's the
it
biggest
was so
issue.
funny. It was so funny that it failed so fucking hard. Well, the other problem was that
It didn't have, like, cartridges, I think, right?
It used, I want to say it did use cartridges.
I remember
did.
being like, I don't want that shit. It doesn't have cartridges. Just give me Peace Walker. I want to play it on my PSP.
It was all the games were cartridges.
No, I was gonna say all the games are cartridges, if I remember right.
Oh, okay.
they moved away from, so PSP had like its a proprietary like disc technology. The Vita moved to cartridges, like straight up cartridges. Had a much bigger memory, like space memory
Wait to see that in
space,
action.
but also was, I think, almost as powerful as the PSP. But almost as powerful as the PSP, which was insanity
was
for a
guaranteed.
handheld console.
Yeah. So it is from the future. It was from the
I
future.
will also
Legitimately
point
was
out as
from-
well, they play PSP games, you bought them on the store.
Yes, you could straight up. It was backwards compatible with the PSP. The fully backwards compatible with the PSP.
Oh, well,
Not ever remember being able to play games physically.
You couldn't play the games physically, but if you owned those
you okay on
games,
potions? Should we take a breather?
like I believe if you owned the games, you were able to repurchase them essentially. Like it had the full PSP library on the Vita store, but specifically like digital. There was no way to backwards. There was no way to play the physical owned PSP discs, essentially. And the really unfortunate thing is that PlayStation. So here's the thing: PlayStation, I don't think really marketed the Vita very well to a general audience. What they did do is they tried really hard to push the Vita in like conferences and stuff like that, for some reason, like PlayStation conferences and E3. That's usually when they would bring out the Vita and they'd be like, "Hey, look at this! You guys should get this," because they were trying to like get their audience, like their people that had PS3s and PS4s,
Barely even worth the
to
trouble.
go and purchase this extra thing that they could use, which was a fantastic console, but with a really good library. By the way, it had a lot of games on it. A lot of indie games as well. For the longest time, the Vita was Sony's indie game space, basically. But
It's
the
very weird what kind
issue
of
was
marketing
with that-
strategy they used.
Yeah, I think the issue was that the console itself was too powerful for the time. Essentially,
It's too strong! No one can
Well,
develop games for
because-
this!
literally that. Essentially, it was because it was so strong. It was too expensive to develop for. So
Dude, we're
developers
running!
didn't
What
want
was the
to-
time? When did it come out?
2011.
Dude, we're running Maya 2011! We can't fucking do shit with the software! What do you want us to do?
Like
I-
2011.
Everyone in the tree fucking sucks dick!
Bro, I kid you not. This thing was probably as strong, like as powerful as the Switch is. Like straight up, that's how
Yeah.
much power was in the PS Vita. But in
I-
2011, like you've got developers like currently complaining that like the Switch is like it's too expensive to develop for the Switch for like mobile games and stuff like that, like little like smaller shitty, like
Oh, yeah.
you know whatever experimental games and stuff like that. Imagine that in 2011.
Yeah, there's no
Like,
experimental
love
games we developed for
12
that.
years ago, no shot people were gonna fucking develop for the PSP.
They would just make games that could fit on the PSP as well, that's it.
That's it. That's pretty much what would happen. Is they would just make games that were essentially PSP games
Yeah.
for the Vita, and it's like they put the entirety of fucking Persona 4 with an expansion on the Vita,
They did.
like straight up with a graphics update.
I think if I remember
That's fucking
correctly,
hilarious.
well, they put
Get the same vibe.
Straight up.
Let's be the first to
I think
welcome
put
these
the
monsters.
fourth PlayStation game on both the Vita and the PC as well, and it didn't look too different. I remember that.
Dude, Gravity came out on the Vita. I think they still released the I don't know if they still released the second game on the Vita when they released it on the PS4. But like
No.
the PS4 version doesn't look that much crazier. Like when they did the HD remaster on the
See what's in
PS4,
sight.
right? The Gravity Rush 1, it actually doesn't look very different to what was on the Vita.
I'll
Straight up.
disagree.
Is
I'll
that
disagree. I think it does look
Not
different.
Gravity Rush 2, I'm talking about the original Gravity Rush remaster.
I think it does
Gravity
look
Rush
different.
1.
At
is
least
that
just
an art
because
style thing
it's
or
upscaled.
graphical?
Like, at least just because it's upscaled, you can tell the difference.
This is the one.
but it's pretty much the
between
same.
the two, I'm saying that it looked like better on the PS4, yes, but not that much better. That's what I mean. It's like it wasn't that much of an
I don't
improvement
care about any of that crap.
compared
If
to
it's
the
not
Vita
chaos, killing
which
chaos, or light and dark,
fantastic.
who cares?
But Gravity Rush 2 though,
All of
game
that
from the
is
future as well.
background noise. All I care about is
It's straight up
It
game
was-
from the future.
is that purpose.
Everyone's going fucking crazy about Tears of the Kingdom?
Got it.
Nah, bro.
I need a
Gravity
name.
Rush 2 already did that
Something
shit.
to kill.
Jumping off of
Nothing
fucking
without a
flying
battle to
islands?
I wouldn't say
Physics
that.
everywhere?
It's a matter of principle.
They had 3 fucking
understand.
levels of areas that you could go through, and you could fly to each
See
of
what's
them
inside, Jack.
using
Yeah.
gravity, just straight up.
Yeah.
And like you could turn on your gravity, float things with you, and like fly with them, and they would stay with you the whole time until you stopped, basically.
You
Like,
could like take
straight up-
humans between islands. One
Yes.
island.
And what was even crazier was that like if you threw something, you could actually still see it for a ridiculously long time.
Yeah. Hey, but they had to shut down the fucking studio, right?
Is that what happened?
Yeah, the Japan studio. It's dead, remember?
Yeah. No. I forgot that it was made by
Yeah.
It was such a
That studio was fucking godlike, and he got shut down.
This one's got some teeth.
and like God, what if you like we probably would have seen Gravity Rush 3 just straight up. I mean, thankfully, the way that they ended Gravity Rush 2 was actually like a really good.
It's pretty satisfying.
This is an ending. Yeah, it's a satisfying ending. Like it didn't like leave anything up to. Mind you, Gravity Rush 1 had a very satisfying ending as well.
That true, that too, yeah.
Like, it's
Dude, I gotta fucking play those games again, dude. Those games are so good.
It's such a fucking good game, dude. Like, it's such a good series. A legitimate gem of the time. Easily one of those games where it's like, I don't know why. I feel like we don't hear enough people
So
talking about Gravity
Lufenia
Rush
sends its
as a
refuse here
series.
to generate yet
Yeah,
more
Like,
it's honestly very
it-
sad.
Why would they
It's
make it?
legitimately a
I
special
have a feeling
series
I wouldn't personally.
that very much like, you know, in a few more years, people will be like a fucking foot
They're gonna be like,
certified.
this is a 2016 game. Everyone's like, oh my god, how would it
I'm gonna be absolutely honest with you, bro. I didn't know about its existence till you brought it up.
Gotta love shortcuts.
Oh my god, dude, we've been talking about Gravity Rush. I feel like I did a full playthrough of my Gravity Rush experience while talking on
So
Discord.
the original Gravity Rush came out in Japan in 2012. You know how old this game is because it had a different release date for North America?
Nah, the original is old, yeah. But Gravity Rush 2,
The original
insane.
old? 2 was, I think, in 2016, right?
Yeah. 2017 or 2016? No. I wanna say 2018.
You guys remember Dark Souls came out in 2011 as well?
Yeah, dude. But here's the thing, right? And I think this is more of a testament to the cel-shaded style. You couldn't convince me, like, you could release Gravity Rush now with no changes to its style in any way, and people would be like, that's a current gen game.
Yeah.
Right? You
Yes.
couldn't release Dark Souls 1 nowadays and people not go, that looks old.
Yeah.
You're not,
It's-
you're not wrong.
It
It's
was the
because of
same thing
stylization.
with Wind Waker. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing with Wind Waker, right? When they did the remaster of Wind Waker, a lot of people were like, "You didn't need to remaster this. It still looks fucking fantastic in the original." And like, if you play original Wind Waker, it looks a beautiful game, like absolutely fantastic. You could probably tell there's a little bit more like polygons and stuff like that. Like, you know, there's a little bit more jagged edges and stuff there. But for
Yeah.
the most part, like most things that have this particular like cel-shaded style, like this aesthetic, it's honestly the closest thing that we can get in video games to a timeless aesthetic.
Dude, think about it this way. Hi-Fi Rush is gonna look good forever.
Exact, dude. That game looked fucking amazing. People are gonna look at that game in 10 years and still go, "This looks fucking amazing."
Yeah. And I'd say also not every Arc Sys game, but Dragon Ball Fighters for sure, because it
Dragon Ball
perfectly
Fighters for
nails
sure.
Dragon Ball aesthetic.
I feel like
Strive has a lot of like lighting tricks. I feel like lighting is gonna get even more sicker, and then people are gonna look at like Strive as like, nah, this could be sicker, you know, just like extra.
I think the funniest thing is, to me, right, is I would have said Exo was a timeless game.
Yeah,
right?
and then you look at Strive.
Because they released Strive, and now you look at Exo, it's so old compared to Strive.
Yeah, is what I'm saying. Yeah,
the thing
Strive is gonna get surpassed.
Yeah, the thing that's funny about that is the thing that's making Strive, that's gonna make Strive and Exo old, is Arc Sys themselves, because they keep making that specific look.
Yeah. Yeah, only Arc Sys can do it. You're right.
As far as like showing their age, because I still look at Exo and I go, like that looks like great, like that is beautiful, right?
Yeah,
and then I look at if you put Strive and Exo next to each other, that's when I'm like,
you're like,
The barrier must have gone down somewhere.
it's like Xrd is like you have like perfectly like flat shaded drawing, and you're like, damn, this was really cool. This guy flat shaded it, and then the same guy gets that and he fucking like puts lights and shadows and everything is like perfectly located, and you're like, holy shit, now it's popping off the popping off the page in Strive. That's where it's happening for me.
yeah, definitely.
I feel like as anime progresses
Jack,
and art
you okay?
styles improve and get
That
better over
drive
time,
inside
I
of
feel
you was what
like
kept you anchored.
current anime
it's
games
gone.
but don't look older
We're worried about you.
But
eventually.
it's not like our job's over.
Because like if you look at
Fenrir's
play
darkness is still
90
out there.
games, like a 90s
Going
art style,
stronger.
they
Jed's
do
right
have
for
that like
once.
like the
Jack,
old
it's
like
fine
the
if you're
old
rattled.
look to them.
Just stay on.
It's not
Oh,
bad.
you mean
it's
by
a style,
style?
but,
Yeah,
but you know
he's gonna
know
look
it's
dated
from that
because
time.
of style. I see. Yeah. I see what you mean.
So the funny thing here that I'm gonna mention, right, is Persona 5 I think fits into that like timeless aesthetic. I feel like people will like play Persona 5 like 10 years from now and they'll still be like, this is a good looking game, right? Because they went for that like very anime style aesthetic, essentially.
Right. The models can definitely do
At least
some
for the
work.
characters.
Time to spot the
Yeah.
rest.
I'll
I
check it
think
out.
that when we get
Alright.
Persona, when and if we ever get Persona 6, because they're still milking Persona 5 for all its fucking worth.
Yeah, exactly like
We
they
knew
did
it was gonna
before.
happen. They did that before. Like, when they get a hit, they're like, we gotta milk it. Milk the shit out of it.
Dude,
Because-
they're
They're-
completely right. I'll
They
be honest.
realize there's a market for Tree now, and they're doing exactly the same with Tree. So
yeah.
Dude, Atlas has been
That's why
sitting
they're
on their
remaking
IPs for so long. They should have just fucking released this shit already on Steam for so many years. Like Persona 4,
don't-
3.
Lovely.
although there was
Yeah,
some
I know
news,
what I do.
You're a
apparently,
nature lover.
apparently the leaking Midori, she's been like leaking a lot of shit that's come true. Actually, she mentioned they had an interest in 1 and 2 again. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm to see them remake 1 and 2, actually. That would be
Are those games actually good?
SMT games. They're SMT games, basically.
Oh, okay.
They
so
really
they're
are.
good.
Victor,
they're
those are the
better.
Persona games you want to play. They really are up your alley.
If you don't have that much interest in the actual social aspect of Persona, then Persona 1 and 2 are your games. They are
Nice.
very much actually a game that's set in high school.
Sick and nasty.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with the story. It's just like I don't want to fucking do social links every fucking day.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Like, I don't think social links were a huge part of Persona 1 and Persona 2, right?
Time for a change.
They weren't in them.
Yeah, social links started in
Persona
Tree.
3 is when they started doing social links.
Time to go to work.
I mean, fun fact, Persona 2 gets to fight Hitler, so...
In
That's
True,
true.
you get what?
You can fight Hitler.
That's amazing.
It's actually a plot point. You fight Hitler.
Let's go. I want to beat the fuck out of
actual
him.
Hitler. Like that's the, there's no like, oh, it's like a Hitler. No. It's straight up Adolf Hitler.
It's just like in that the Janemba movie, Dragon Ball Janemba movie, where Hitler shows up and Goten like kills him.
Like, it's I think if I remember right, he's a main villain.
Anything following us?
No, he's just
I
like
could keep going.
the whole thing with Janemba. Oh, okay.
And, oh yeah. Well, technically, what happens is so in front of rumors are coming true, and of course, because people are dickheads, they're like, oh well, Hitler's alive, so Hitler comes back.
I love Japanese plots based on rumors. I think it's so funny.
Now then.
It's the funniest shit because they like
Rumor come out.
It's like it's literally their excuse to be like, now we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, very much.
Rumor come out, so it's true.
I barely even got going.
Exactly.
Oh no, you mean like so like every rumor, they really can do everything because anything can be a rumor in Japan.
It's
Now we
very
got an
much
easy
this
way
thing
back.
Of, like,
This will make
when
things
you
easy.
when you see a game base its story on like, oh, so what's happening is rumors are becoming real. If there's a rumor about it, then it becomes true. And it's essentially just like they had a board meeting and they were like, I don't know what we want to make the second game about, and they were just like, what if we just say that rumors are coming true, and then we can just do whatever the fuck we want. And they're like, that sounds great. Pull out the dartboard, guys. I'll throw it. Hitler's alive.
Dude, we should fucking make a game like that where it's just like where it's like scribble notes, but it's rumors.
It specifically has to be the rumor come out.
Yeah, the rumor come out and fucking some crazy shit happens.
be
Fucking
careful.
crazy boss rumor.
That's the name of the game. The rumor come out.
The rumor come out. That's the JRPG I'm gonna make in fucking RPG Maker. Fuck it.
Like, it's literally just gonna be the fucking wildest shit. Like, there's gonna be a point where you fight Slenderman, and it's like, what the fuck? And it's just like, yeah, dude, creepypastas are basically
You're just gonna be
rumors.
walking around, and then someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I heard that this place is haunted." You're like, "No, no, no!" And it's like your
Well, I guess
house.
it's haunted now. Fuck you.
You walk past the house, like you're walking past the house, and suddenly you see like two people walking by, right?
Right.
And it's just like a regular fucking house, right? And then they stop, they look at it, and then one of them goes, "Hey, you know, I heard from the person that this house is haunted." And you're like, no. And it's like immediately to a haunted mansion.
I mean,
That's such a good
Completely
concept.
replaces all the pixels and shit with like,
Yeah.
like you just replace the whole sprite with a haunted mansion. Or like a haunted version. You just-
Experienced players will know not to talk to the person.
Yeah. That'll be the funniest shit, is if it's like, it only happens if you talk to the NPC.
Yeah. And I'll put some crazy good item in there, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna talk.
My life is flashing before my eyes.
Wild, kid.
And it's like, if the rumor comes out, you get you have to deal with the rumor.
Yep. Oh, you had to deal? I was thinking more like, it's there now, deal with it if you want, but you can't go with other shit.
Like, but it's like, as in like, it becomes a thing that you have to deal with. That's what I mean. Like, they're not locked into it, but it's like, it's there. You gotta deal with it at some point, dude.
Yeah, true. Gotta like create a story or like a structure where like they have to, you can like choose where to go, but rumor come out everywhere.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, the game, it might be kind of hard to like figure out, but like maybe the game tries to check it through essentially, and it's like, if you haven't triggered a rumor, it won't count that as like a thing.
Look, another bit. We know what.
It'd be super easy to track that.
Yeah. so it's like you basically have this thing where like if a player triggers a rumor and it comes out, right? Like if a rumor comes out,
All I have to do
now
is put a
becomes
trigger
the
on
thing
like
that you
NPC that you talk to. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. So yeah, it's like if they speak to these NPCs, the event triggers, and now that event becomes a mandatory thing that you have to eventually finish to get to the end of the game, basically.
Yeah.
And then you could have different endings based on the amount of triggers you've done, basically. So
Oh,
it's
dude,
like,
this
just
could be
a-
like a super short, like cool RPG to make.
Yeah.
Like
So
4
it's like,
places,
you
4
could have
We should
rumors.
rest up.
Yeah. It could definitely be something like that, where it's like you could just not deal with it, and you just get to the end of the game, and it's just like nothing happened. You didn't go on a journey.
Oh, you
Like,
beat the
not at all.
game and then it's like bad ending.
Yeah, bad ending. Nothing
Let's head
changes in
back.
your life, and it
Yes.
sucks.
Oh. You didn't beat the allegations. You're now in jail. You literally beat the rumors out of the people's spots.
Coming out that you did something.
Yeah. And you
so it
literally like
becomes
beat the rumors
true.
out of existence.
Let me.
messing
Oh
with-
my god, dude. Oh my god.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So that's the hook of the game, and so you can just run, like you can literally, it's essentially like the
see in
stretch
that
of the
tower.
game is
No idea.
you'll walk
Whatever
home,
it was, he's not
right?
telling us.
Oh, from
the
work?
courthouse to,
Better
like you're
off.
walking
Oh,
from
from the
work
courthouse.
to home.
Yeah.
Courthouse to work, either one. But basically it's the stretch of like land.
No, from
going
the courthouse
this
is better.
place to this place. Yeah, because you've just been arrested, you're being taken to court basically, like a date has been set. Right?
Yeah.
And so the time frame of the game is
It's-
essentially
It's the next day is gonna be your judgment.
the next day is your judgment day. So if you go home and don't do anything and talk to no one, you get home, you go to sleep, you go to court, you get sentenced, and you get life in prison,
Yep.
basically. So like the rumor comes out that you were the cause of like a murder or something like that,
Yeah.
right? And it's literally this like nasty rumor that somebody at work came up with just to like
Oh.
basically like ruin your reputation.
And then you find out that the
Right?
person did it.
Exactly. They were trying to frame you basically for the murder that they committed.
Yeah. And you walk from the courtroom, you go to stop and eat in a restaurant, first rumor. You go, let's see. Where do you go after? Lawyer, maybe? No.
So you go to get some food. You've probably already spoken to a lawyer.
Yeah.
So they'll definitely be like, you'll probably meet with your lawyer at the restaurant, essentially.
Okay. It
Like,
could
that'll
be
the
courtroom
first-
during the
that'll be
day,
first thing.
right? And then there's
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
rumor there. What could it be the night? Because like, if it's
Well,
during like
courtroom is
the
the initial rumor, right? Like that's the initial start of like the rumor has come out. The rumor come out. You murdered someone.
no in the courtroom,
That's
the
just-
courtroom is gonna have a rumor stage.
No. I'm saying like the courtroom doesn't need a stage because that's
Yeah.
the like
Over there.
that's
Yeah.
where you started.
Should we take
it's
a breather?
essentially the initial thing. Like this is your game start. The rumor come out. You murdered someone. You walk out of a courtroom. Because your
I think
trial
honest-
date has been set.
Yeah. That's
I
what I was
think,
thinking too.
personally, if I can add a little tidbit here, I'd say let the character go to jail and then have someone like a friend or someone spread a rumor that you escaped.
Mm,
That could be one of the endings.
yeah. But
It's
like,
you
what
get sentenced
what
back
happens
to
after?
prison, but then like
You escape.
somebody, yes. So like I would say like if you've done 2 of the rumors because you kind of understand how it works. You're not solving the issue. You're using it for yourself.
Red, you're
you get
genius.
a friend. You get a friend to spread a rumor that you escaped from prison, and so it becomes true that you have escaped. Like you basically get taken out of prison.
No, think about it this way. You're killing the rumors, right? But your friend spread the rumor that you escaped So you have to break all the rumors, including that one. So as soon as you break that one, the final one, you go back to jail. And then you have your final sentence, your death sentence. Right? But you cleared it. You cleared all the rumors, so you're free.
Yes. Oh my god, true.
And you have a choice at the end. Will you break the final rumor? Yes or no? We will go back to jail.
So
Write
it's
that
like
down, write that down.
you've cleared the rumor that you murdered someone, but then the final rumor you have to break is you escaping because that happened after the murder
Yes.
rumor, basically.
Yes.
So it's
Or
like
you can
have
decide
to
the
break
order.
that.
The character can decide the order.
Yeah.
Not the player, the character
decides
himself.
the order. But the final rumor that you break in any playthrough is the one where the rumor that you've escaped, essentially.
Yes. Yes.
So you're
Always.
trying to find the way to break the rumor that you murdered someone in order to get the good ending where, like, after you break the rumor that you escaped, you get released because you didn't actually commit a crime. And so you get to go free, basically. With like nothing on your record, you can go live your life again. But
Yes, if you complete everything perfectly. Which
If
we
you
should
complete
probably
everything
think of like
perfectly.
states where you can fail, even if you beat the area, you can fail to get the good ending. Or maybe you have to find you have to solve a little puzzle to create the rumor.
Yeah.
So you can like not get all the rumors and fail. Right? So think about it this way. You start a game, you're in jail, your friend creates the rumor of you getting out, you get out, you're being chased by the police, random fights, perfect. You go and you do puzzles around the city and you create the rumors that are related to your case and then you beat them. Good, you beat all of them. You can go and finish the final rumor. And how would you make that rumor untrue that you escaped from jail? You fight yourself? I don't know. You fight the judge.
So the way that the rumor dies is basically the friend tells everyone like, oh no, sorry, that wasn't true, basically.
Right.
So like they clear the rumor for you, essentially.
Oh, what else could happen is that since he created that rumor, everyone is in fear of you because they think you're a dangerous criminal.
Yes. Exactly.
So you have to beat the fuck out of your friends because he made everyone scared of you, or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, this game's got potential. Hold on. Are you guys writing this down?
We might be cooking here.
Yeah.
Like, I'll fucking make a little demo in RPG Maker. I want to make something there. We'll just do like no art, just like story text.
Over there.
Final.
For now. And I'll have a little character walking around.
It's a visual novel. That's what probably works well for this.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, it was fucking laggy.
I like a visual novel that's also like freaking RPG as well.
Yeah, I was thinking of an RPG. It doesn't have to be a visual novel.
So you have all the story bits, but then during fights you actually have to straight up like right? That would be fun.
Was it for the powers that you have basically, you gain that sort of stuff by spreading about your abilities.
That's what
That would be sick!
the thing is that you'd need to find a way to spread them around like a lot.
Yeah, you do something that's misunderstood for an ability, and then it creates a rumor.
That's the thing, is like it's gotta be convincing, right? So it's like the first rumor that you get is like, the first rumor like power that you unlock essentially is like, you tell a bunch of kids that you have like some sort of like believable enough ability or like far-fetched enough ability that
You
like
say you're a
kids
pro
would want.
boxer in the past.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like just something like kids, I know martial arts, and then you just show off like some really like mundane thing that like a bunch of kids would believe.
And you're
right?
like, you're a martial arts
They're
master!
like, dude, you're a martial arts master! And so you become martial arts master.
And you can create classes with that. Whatever you tell the kids, you can do mage.
Oh my god, yes, dude! Holy shit! You actually get a class-based system where you can decide what your basic fundamental abilities are
Yes.
based on the ruby you initially start with the
Yes.
kids.
Yes. 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 Yes.
That,
Holy
That's
shit.
some brewing. God damn it.
It's like you convince them that you're a master thief by like pickpocketing someone, by like just convincing them that this like watch that you've got was something you stole off of a person down the road, basically.
Yes. Yes.
And so you become like a gentleman thief.
You up for this?
Yo,
Here's
wait,
your
wait, wait. I got a better
I
idea.
know you sense it.
You can convince them,
can
but they'll
always
be
fight.
like,
Especially
they'll look at
if
your
I get
clothes
what
and be
I
like,
want.
wait, no, you came from prison. And then like they'll give you like a default class if you don't like make the convincing one.
Oh, you could
There's
just
an
tell them
option where
the
you can
truth
just
too.
choose- Yeah,
And you
yeah,
just
there's
go
an
with the
option where you
worst
just
class in the
tell them
game.
truth.
I think we can use that.
There's an option
not
where you tell
forget
them
where
the
it
truth,
is.
and you're like, "Hey kids, I just escaped from prison," and they're like, "Oh my god, you're a prisoner?" It's just like
And you're just prisoner.
Exactly, you're just a prisoner. You're just a
Yeah.
dude.
But
Your
we
weapon
should,
is a ball and chain.
we
Convince
should
me
give
otherwise.
it some type of benefits for being that, like
No, that's
super
what-
later in the game.
That's what I mean. Is it's like it becomes the class where it's like if you stick with it, it gets crazy.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Like that's your
dude.
onion knight class, basically, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
you gotta stick with it, but when you get there, oh boy.
You
If it
become
evolves,
Azuma
it turns-
Kiryu.
Oh my god, it would be this crazy thing. It would be crazy as well because it's like you could also attach believability to like a fundamental ability that the class has, essentially. Right? So it's like if you were for instance like the gentleman thief as a like as a placeholder class, right?
Right.
Like you would probably be much better at like convincing people of certain things, so it has an easier time getting certain abilities. But
Right, so it has to start
like,
off
you
weaker.
can never get magic, right? Because like that's so redundant, right?
Yes.
Like there's no way to convince somebody that like, yeah, I have the ability to shoot a fire, like a full fire, right?
Right, so how would the mage work then?
So the mage works by you actually getting that ability that convinces kids that you know how to do it. By like doing it, like using slide of like trick or something like that.
Or like shooting fireworks.
Use sleight of hand. Alright, so your character does like a really easy magic trick, which gives them the initial like the kids believe that they have the ability to do like just make things appear in their hand. Right?
Right.
Like, and then you go, alright, now watch this kid. And they'll be like, oh, what else can you do, mister? And you're like, alright, watch this kid. And then you like make some fireworks appear in your hand, and they're like, oh my god, you can make fire.
You know what I was thinking of? I was actually thinking of an airspray can and a fucking glider, but you know, that works too.
Because you're hitting it at random.
Well, because
Focus
it's like,
on one
the
area.
easiest thing they could do, right, is like a lot of hand moves, right? Like
Yeah.
you get a coin to appear behind the ring. Right? Like that's one of the easiest, like simplest tricks that you can do with sleight of hand, right? And it's something like a kid would be like, oh my god, you can make anything appear, right? Like you could do anything, right? So you've now gained the ability to make things appear in your hand.
All right.
Which would be a pretty interesting ability if you needed. So to play as mage, if you need a specific item for a puzzle or something, you can just make it appear in your hand. Essentially, as long as it's like something you could hold in your hand, right? That would be a pretty interesting thing to like put through on like the mage's class thing.
So you're
Right,
saying
where
that
it's
like he can spawn any
different
like
classes-
item?
any small item, right? So like if they needed a key or something to like get into a building, they could just make that appear in their hand, but it wouldn't be the
Right.
right key.
I feel like it should be magician based if it's going to be anything. So yeah, keys are fine, doves are fine, bunnies are fine. I think it should be magician based in that regard. And then as for like an actual like fire mage,
Yeah.
do the fire or fireworks.
Rather than it could honestly be tied to like the secondary thing that you can trick the kids into believing that you could do, which gives you like a different set of skills, essentially. Because you can have your magic be unlocked by getting other people to believe that you can do that type of magic, right? The initial one is like I get the ability to make things appear, like an actual fight, right? And so if you get into battle, your initial like fundamental moveset is you can like summon a fucking rabbit to like charge at the enemy.
This is the one.
Like you summon a fucking, you just summon a like flock of doves to like block to like blind them basically. So you can go in and just whack them with a stick.
I swear to God, the max level better be a massive rabbit coming out of the hat. Like just a massive rabbit just going boom, boom, boom.
Nah, you saw them in half.
Yeah, oh my god, dude.
Not the giant carrot!
Oh my god, you become an illusionist? So people believe that you're sawing them in half, but they're actually okay?
Yep. It's
Like,
kind of like
okay.
similar to Lost Power. Where
So,
saw
are we-
people in half, but they're still alive.
So are we bubbling on the idea of like job evolution?
Dude, come on! It's a little game that we're gonna make. You guys gotta. That guy's already this. Let's go.
We're gonna make a whole fucking thing, dude. We could make an entire game just for this.
Yeah, like so. Like hold your horses.
Straight up. Yeah, I think the name should be like an actual like magician, right? Like you pull things out of a hat, sort of thing, right?
No, it's fine to have different classes, but like job like evolutions, like maybe we should think about that later. I guess you can concept it, but like
that's sort of like we do that now. But I think base magician like mage is just a straight up magician. And maybe you can unlock like actual like magical spells like fire magic and stuff like that by convincing other people like down the line, essentially.
Pretty cool,
But it's
actually.
like you unlock things, you only unlock things as long as you make convincing enough rumor that you can do that sort of thing, right? So possibilities will be locked behind the rumors that you created about yourself.
Oh no, I just thought of something really fun. So you know that church where people pretend that their finger is like removed and they can move it around? Imagine showing that and then you can suddenly like make people's fingers disappear as they're fighting you, so they get suddenly disarmed.
All right. Time for a change.
No, dude. No.
This is the
so
one.
instead of like showing everything to the kids, just be like you show them a mix of tricks that you learned when you were younger, and then you get a random amount of abilities like that.
Probably, well, let's say this. We'll go with like maybe 3 or 4 basic classes, and then as you go on, get like new abilities. That might be a better way of making that simpler.
Yeah, because like you're gonna have to make an interaction for every single ability you get with the kids. You're gonna stay there for like hours showing them shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're not making too many interactions with the kids. Getting the other abilities has to be with other groups of people.
Right.
Like you convince other people to get so that you can unlock more abilities, essentially.
Right.
Right? The thing that I was more thinking of was like a unique thing that each class kind of brings to the table, because like in the overall, outside of punishment, right? So I was like with mage, like with the magic class or the magician, right? You could have them just be able to like procure like basic items that they might need for like certain quests and stuff like that. So like say, if somebody's like, man, I really need like a fucking.
That seems so busted. I'm just.
No, because you can temper it as a developer, right? Because you can be like, they can't make a key for a door that's to unlock because they don't know what the key looks like. They don't know
Okay, so what's the rogues or
right?
thieves function then if the magician can just make anything?
Sneak attack
That's what I
and
specifically
steal.
said.
That's fucking
They-
trash.
The
The magician can
that's
only
why-
cast spells.
That's what I was saying. That the magician can only make handheld basic items. They can't just make everything, right? It's like, say a person for a quest is like, oh, I need a matchbox. Rather than actually trying to go find the matchbox, you just make it and you can continue the quest basically, right? But they can't go into say a building that needs to get into a box. They can't make it right? Like that sort of thing, right? Where it's like it's gotta be something that it's gonna be something kind of like generic. Right? You can only make the generic version. You can make keys, but it's like only a set of keys. You make your own house. Like that sort of thing, right?
I think
You understand the generic type, like the generic item, but if they're looking for a specific thing, you can't procure that, basically. Right? For each class, they can. That's always the ability that you can do, because they can unlock things without keys, because they have blocking abilities. But also,
So what would be the point of keys at all then?
actually, I will say this. Why don't we just go about it this way? How about we could have a situation where each class deals with locks a different way? For example, like the fighter would just break a lock. They don't care. A thief will pick it. A magician will copy a key. Do shit like that. Like, make it interesting.
Okay, but so what is even the point of the freaking lock then?
Point of actually having the solution for the fighter is to actually go find the actual key. The rogue can get that part of the game by using the rogue, right?
Fair. But you still would need to get the original key to copy it.
No, because the rogue is the lock. That's what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying with
What's
the magician,
the point of the magician? What's the point of the magician copying the original key if they have the original key? Right?
maybe they can't get it off the person who's got it.
That's a whole nother thing. Is that in general that comes to like
Really bad.
convincing that person.
Stop it or we're toast.
I was thinking more of like a Mr. Bean approach with haters, but I guess that's fair.
Mr. Bean? Just randomly walks into the good things. Maybe we should be like every time you pick a lock, the world gets more fucked up because the rumors are true.
Actually, yeah, that way everyone could go through a lock. But it would be better not to because it would make things worse.
Yes.
I
Enemies
like that
are
actually.
stronger.
So you are better off just looking for the key and not breaking the law and doing shit like
Yes.
that. That would
Or you could just be
that's a-
lazy and go like Fear and Hunger and just do a coin flip. Just literally do literal coin flip to see if you will unlock
the thing that I'm trying to like put across is like the rogue might have an easier time, like they have the ability to go through locked doors and stuff. Like they can pick locks, so they don't necessarily need to go find keys, and maybe give them something else because that might not be a good enough ability. So essentially, like perhaps they can do pickpocketing, or perhaps they can have an easier time convincing people of things. The mage has that ability to just procure like generic items for quests and stuff like that without needing to actually go find those things, right? The fighter would basically like the melee, like the martial arts boss, right? we could go full ham and just be like they have like full on wuxia powers if we wanted to, but I think there's always just like this is the class that you just like this is the default, like you know martial arts, you don't have any other special abilities, there isn't anything that you just go through the game normally, and then you have those penalties for the mage and the rogue, right, where like the more things that you do that aren't just playing the game normally, like going to find the key, going to like find the item, the harder the game gets because the rumors get more out of control. Essentially, so it's like if you play the game straight up without using any of the abilities, then you just have a different set of base skills. But in order to temper the additional abilities that the rogue and the mage have, there's a kind of penalty for trying to skip the content, right? There's something like you can do something like that, right? Where it's like you can always access anything with all of the classes, right? But it's like if you want to be lazy and just not look for the thing and skip content, then like you get a little bit of a punishment for it, but it still like saves you that time, right?
Right.
For speed running.
Now,
that is a cool idea, but I'm still just thinking like what it would be the points of locked doors at all at this point, right? I have to think.
The point is that you put either key information for the game behind locked doors, right? Because the idea isn't that sorry. The idea isn't that we're locking this behind something that no player other than the rogue can get to, right? We don't want to do that. We want players we want it to kind of be an even playing.
That wouldn't
field,
be.
right?
Wouldn't that be better?
I mean, you could we can do that if we want. As this is a rogue only thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could tie the rogue abilities behind you finding the things that you need to pick locks for.
Climbing shit.
Which helps build the rumors for you as a rogue, so that's how you improve your possibilities.
Yeah.
Essentially. That could be
That's better than just like
and then,
here's a generic
so
locked
also,
door that 2 classes can open. Or nothing.
In saying that, no, well, not 2 classes, it would just be the rogue, right?
No, if the magician can make keys, he can open the generic door. But if it's a special area...
No, but what I'm saying is, how's he going to make the exact... That's why I was saying he can't just make a key for a door, because you can't make the exact key that you need for that door.
Right. I mean...
you're making generic items.
Why would be a generic item?
Okay,
that's
bro.
Why I was... For example, you go talk to somebody and they're like, man, I could really go for a sandwich right now. You make a sandwich of it.
Okay, so you're wanting to include fetch quests that are annoying and boring, and you're creating a class that will skip those fetch classes.
So you can get the
Why are there even fetch quests?
To the other classes.
It's like counterintuitive, you know what I mean?
No,
Why don't we make the locked doors actually just hold useful shit that you don't need but are nice to have? That way, you get a little something.
That's what I was thinking of.
Like what?
It's either that or you just... Huh? What do you mean, like what? We haven't even gotten to that point yet, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, we're designing a head or something that doesn't make any sense.
I'm more saying...
That's what I was saying. You could have, either important story-based information behind those doors, and you're just giving the rogue the ability to skip having to look for, go through the quest of, finding the right key, and they just get to go through the door, basically, and keep going.
It doesn't have to be too great.
It could be, little lore thingies.
Yeah.
But, that's already an advantage.
Just be little lore things.
Yeah.
Or it could be an item, but that's why I was saying you could just have there's a key that people can find, that other classes can find to get that door open, right?
Yeah, so they gotta go for a little bit extra effort, but Thief gets to pass.
Yeah,
that could work.
To just go through it and not have to worry about that, right?
The way it could work is that the rogue is, like you said, he's much weaker.
Don't give the rogue block
have...
picks.
Huh?
Give them bobby pins. That way they can fuck it up. break the bobbykins.
So the coin flip.
Yeah, basically.
You get
Well,
yeah, you just put the fear and hunger coin flip in everything.
no, like make it a little mini game. It doesn't have to be too fucking stupid, but
Yeah, just program a little mini game on RPG Maker MZ real quick.
That's what I mean. Is I'm like, bro, you gotta remember this is RPG Maker. You gotta make a whole fucking extra bit for that mini game.
Yeah.
Right? We're gonna make a little game. All right. That's why I was like, yeah, no mini game. They just get to do it.
No, I agree. Design-wise, I agree with Lucia. Just they either get to do it or not. It's like 50-50, right? Or they just get to do it, fuck it.
what about dice roll then?
No, that's
An
why
actual
That
dice
wasn't it's the same as the coin flip.
The coin flip is funny. The coin flip is extra funny, honestly. That's kind of why I was like, oh, just make that the requirement for everything. It's just like, oh, you want to try and do a feat of strength because you're a martial artist? All right, flip a coin.
You want to get a
breaks
new
your fucking
ability,
fuck.
coin flip.
Oh my god! And then we just ripped that straight from Fear and Hunger. Like you can find lucky
Dude, people
coins
would hate
to
this game.
Increase your chances.
People
No,
would fucking
lucky
hate this
coins
game.
to increase your chances.
Oh my
And then
god.
it becomes a game of do I try and find the lucky coin and come back, or do I just try and risk it?
True. That's smart. If there are lucky coins around, just like Finger Hunger, right? That would be smart.
Yeah. No, that's why I was saying, like, dude, just rip the whole system from Fear and Hunger. It's a coin flip, but you can find lucky coins to just basically make it guaranteed or increase your chances.
Right. And you could have a little D&D thing where, like, let's say, the warrior, he finds more lucky coins, but his luck is like a base, right? While the rogue, his 1 coin chance or whatever is like basically the same chance of 2 lucky coins. While the magician, he can create a second lucky coin by using MP.
Exactly. There we go. And then we make sure that MP is a stat that actually has no way of coming back.
Dude, I was thinking here, you can make MP like Final Fantasy 1. Fuck you.
Yeah, just straight up
It's
fuck
not
you,
it's
use
not
your
like a
MP,
meter.
it's not coming
It's
back.
number of uses. You have 5
Yes.
uses.
Yes, dude. Let's go.
And then you have to rest.
That's the freaking warlock inspiration there, huh?
I was gonna say, do we put in an actual, like, definitive timer?
Actually, do we
Oh,
want to
good
just
word.
make the MP this like the 5 points for everyone? And that could also work for like feat skills and like the feats of strength that like the warrior can do.
It depends on what are you
just
proposing? What are the
thinking-
feats of strength? Do they need MP for that?
It's more
See,
just like a
that's kind of
bar
why-
to do shit.
So that's kind of why I was kind of vibing with your idea earlier, Victor, of like, what if we just make the unique things that each class can do what strengthens the Ruma and how you unlock class abilities, basically. Because that one actually kind of does work really well, because it means that like when you do feats of strength as a martial artist, like you are confirming the Ruma more.
Yeah. And
Right.
you get something good off of it, so therefore the reward level increases too. Difficulty.
Yeah. So it's like the best way to go through the game essentially is like the way that you keep the game relatively easy, where you don't need anything, essentially, is like you don't get any of these any of these extra abilities, but it means that like you don't have access to like
A bunch of
doing
cool
some
shit.
of these things. Yeah, a bunch of cool shit that make the fights more interesting, or like, see, I feel like you have a base move set, so like the fights are still relatively difficult and interesting. The things that you get from these abilities increase the world level, but are more useful than not having them, sort of thing. So it's like you can go through the game not grabbing anything, and it's still got this difficulty curve that hopefully is good. right?
Mhm.
But if you pick up abilities, the world level increases. But you're still stronger than what is like. You're still better off having this ability than not having it, essentially. Right? It's like trying to balance that difficulty curve. Because I feel like if you pick up an ability and the penalty, you just get penalized for it.
No, yeah,
right?
of course.
It like you kind of just incentivize people to be like, why am I picking these up? Like, let me just not bother. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like trying to find that right balance where it's like you can finish the game.
I mean, that's gonna be really hard. I'm thinking
Maybe
like
we tie the ending to the amount, like maybe we tie the ending to like how few things you've done, essentially, like how few rumors about yourself you've confirmed. Because it's like it makes it harder to get people to believe that you aren't the murderer, essentially.
right.
Because it's like if you've confirmed all the rumors, it like similar to like Undertale's thing, right? Where it's like if you kill some enemies, you get the neutral ending. If you kill all the enemies, you get the evil ending. If you don't kill anyone, you get the pacifist ending, right?
Oh.
Like that sort of thing, right? Where it's like if you've confirmed all of the rumors about yourself, like you've done every single feat of strength, every magic trick, picked every single lock, right? Like done every feat of thievery that you could, right?
That will increase
then
the
you
difficulty
confirm,
to
you also confirm
those
to everyone. You also confirm to everyone that you have the ability to have done the initial crime that you committed.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Because people are like, well, he's fucking insane. Like, there's no way he didn't do the crime, and so you get the bad ending, right? But if you confirm some of the rumors, you get like the people convinced.
I'm trying to think here, because like just the difficulty and the items you get going up are not enough. There has to be some mechanical change to your character. Just like when you, in Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, when you defeat one of the divine beasts, the world level increases by a lot. However, you get a super cool ability that completely changes the way you play the game.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily get much stronger. Well, the items you find are stronger. So maybe that could be one thing that we could think of. That items themselves have a multiplier that gets stronger when you raise the world level. But you don't necessarily get stronger, you just get that new ability that was shiny.
I'm kind of thinking of an idea in terms of like speaking. If we want to talk about combat, like we got a lot of sources for that. But in terms of like speaking, I think we could give the fighter intimidation, the wizard persuasion, and the thief or rogue deception.
Okay, what would so if you're giving all three classes the same thing, what would they do different?
Well,
if you're all giving them speech abilities, what would they change between the classes?
It's just like a general improvement, but it helps them like generally like spread certain rumors, or even just start different things.
The problem there though is that like by spreading more, like changing the method of rumor spreading doesn't necessarily change the outcome of the rumor being spread, right? Like I think that's what Victor's getting at, is it's like what's the point of making three distinct things if they do the same thing, right?
Yeah. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
It's more just for flavoring, I feel, but fair enough.
If it's just for different dialogues, then that's okay. But if they do the same thing, unless we make it so that you can use them in different situations, but then that's a lot. That's, I mean, you could way more things.
You could lock certain content behind the ability of the class and whether it can like intimidate, persuade, or deceive. Right?
Yes. Some people can be persuaded or intimidated, but others not. For example.
That could be interesting. Like for example, you can't intimidate a policeman. You can deceive them.
You can deceive them or persuade them.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
The same way though, you can't really deceive a lawyer. That could work actually. That'd be really interesting. I like that. Or a detective or something.
But the thing that we need to figure out is like what's the outcome, right?
Yeah. Because that's what's really
does
important.
Doing this, what does doing this get us as a player?
Yeah.
Right?
Because like you deceive the lawyer, but like what do you get?
Yeah. So it's like you've intimidated the lawyer into helping you. What have you gotten out of this? Like,
Has it changed anything story-wise, or is it just like a little flavor text that you got? Nothing changed. That would feel bad.
Yeah, I get that. Not sure.
Hey, this game will not take any time to develop. Oh my god. I do want to make a little demo of it though.
We've created a whole ass game, like just straight up. Like,
Yeah.
This is an indie game now. It's no longer an RPG Maker, like some little thing that we like. The initial idea was it was gonna be a stretch of road with 4 things that you do, and now it's like, all right, so you've got a whole.
Let's stick to that. Let's stick to that for a
abilities.
moment.
You got a whole class system, abilities, a fucking storyline.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking tomorrow spend some time learning more RPG Maker tutorial, like going through the RPG Maker tutorials, because
I think
we can
I think
prototype
we
something cool out, some combats out. That's what I want to do.
Here's what I
first.
suggest. Yeah, 100%. But here's what I'm suggesting, right? The rumor come out. It's the initial game is that stretch of road. Start at the courthouse, right? It's you going home, and there's like 4 rumors that you deal with, right?
Right.
We keep the basic. I think keeping the basic, like you can be different things based on like what you tell, like what you say at the beginning, right? Like start your own rumor to give yourself a set of abilities. Nothing else changes besides that. Like you have a fundamental set of abilities to go through the rumors.
Perfect.
So that we're not complicating it. It's
3
just like
classes.
you're
4 classes.
3 classes. You start as you could either be a martial artist, a magician, or a rogue, like or a thief, right?
Yep.
That's your 3 basic classes. That's all. We're not going to add anything else. Maybe you could have abilities come in through a leveling system, but otherwise, no.
Oh, dude.
Like that's a bit much. I know. That's why I said maybe we could throw.
We
that
could
out.
make it fun
We
where
just have a basic.
you get
We could use a leveling
abilities.
system.
There's a leveling system, but I guess a leveling system is probably not too tough in RPG Maker. Never mind. But it's not gonna be a lot of abilities.
Just make it small.
It's built around RPGs.
Yeah.
Like we
you
could
could
make
also just
the cap
add-
like level 3 or something. Doesn't have to be big, right?
Yeah.
you
I wish
could
you
have
kept
a-
something
you could
small
have a
like
B
that,
level 3
where
or
you go
5
like
or
5
something like
levels
that.
max, and you get 1 ability per level.
Yeah. Just like a little extra, just so you can feel like you're progressing. You could even tie like there's not going to be random encounters, it's just going to be set encounters.
That's harder to
based
do, I
on which
think.
rumors, it's harder to do that than...
I imagine because you
No,
have to make
like you
outward
have-
sprites and then place them down in the level and think about the level design.
Okay, I just thought of something real complicated again. I'm gonna say it, but I don't expect you guys to humor it. So going back to like the intimidation, persuasion, and deception, you could use it to get how to fight, but it only works in certain characters.
Okay.
Otherwise, you are
what
basically
I'm-
forced into a battle.
What
So,
I'm
like, you know-
suggesting is we shelf all of the complicated stuff that we were talking about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And simplify everything. As this is like the first game. Rumor come out, make the little small game, see how that goes, and then you make the second game. Rumor come out too, where you've gone to prison, but you're breaking out. The initial rumor is you escaped from prison.
I'm
Thus
breaking
confirming that the bad end of the game is the true ending. That you
The
couldn't
true
break
ending.
the rumors.
That's a true ending.
Rumor
You
breakers.
You just suck. Oh god.
You guys
This
gonna help me
reminds me,
development
like-
this? develop this?
Oh, absolutely not. Fuck this. Fuck that, dude. You
Wow.
can do it.
At least write the ideas down. God damn.
I will write nothing.
Alright,
I'll be much more reasonable here and be like, hey, if I've got the time, I'm happy to like help with some writing, doing some editing and stuff like that.
Dude, writing dialogue would be perfect. I do not trust my ability to write dialogue. You guys
we
make
definitely
D&D
need to-
pain pains. I will not, yeah. I can do like most of the game shit. I have fun with that.
I don't know what you saw him. Okay. To quote a very small orange cat, I'm more of an ideas cat.
Oh wow. I see how it is goes.
Alright, Garfield.
Actually, I was quoting posts, but okay. But I don't know. Like, I guess anything I can help with, right? Whatever I can actually do. Although tomorrow,
If your guys are, if your hearts aren't in it, I will lose interest too. This is what I'm saying.
It's not that my heart's not in it. My time is very, very
I'm not even
taken
telling you
up,
to
on
RPG
so to
Maker.
speak.